Welcome back to No Proficiencies. Welcome to episode 0 of a new campaign, this one DM'd by Corin. It's episode 0, it's slightly different than the others, you'll see when you listen to it. Now you will notice a few things. One, that there is actually music playing. I'm talking now. The person who, it's a good song, the person who makes music makes great stuff. However, the name of the song is a bit of a spoiler for what happens in the next episode, so look at the name of it at your own risk. Anyway, there will be a mid-roll, we'll explain more about music and other stuff going on, but yeah, I'll stop talking now.
Luke, do you want me to refer to you as like your character or Luke for now? I'll refer to you as just Luke for now. If that's
Okay.
Does that sound good? You are currently visiting the town, but you know how you would do so. So what would you do?
So
Right.
I will
So-
enter the village. Yeah, wait, you go
Okay.
ahead.
Can you roll perception to see how well you see what's going to happen?
You're pointing at me.
Oh, because it's disaligned. Ethan.
Okay.
Sorry. I point, but, like, I'm pointing at Luke, and now I'm pointing at Ethan. So.
Okay. Perception, you say?
Yeah.
That's a 9.
Ooh.
Okay. Luke, you can describe what you're doing.
Okay. I am walking over to the, let's say, general store of the village.
Mhm.
I'm kind of looking around my shoulder, kind of keeping an eye on everyone, seeing what they're doing, being very cautious. And I'm going into the general store. Okay.
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 Well, and then do you want me to keep going?
Right, so Ethan, you would have caught wind of something. You might have glanced on a figure that you would recognize from what you've heard entering the village, but you would have lost him pretty quick after. So you're not sure where he is, but you know that he's somewhere right now.
Okay.
Is it good if I just jump between you both? Is that
Yeah.
alright? Okay, so what would you do here, Ethan?
I would probably... So do I know where they entered from?
Yes.
Because if so, I'd probably hang around that area, hoping that they're going to leave the same way they came in.
Okay. So that's the I do have the map. I don't have the map. I lied. Where's the map? I'm sorry. I'm using the same map that both of you guys have. It would have been like the northeastern sort of part, northwestern part of the village. You know where like the forest sort of touches.
Yeah.
So do you like hide amongst the trees or like nearer the building side of the place? The village does go right up to the trees. The map doesn't do a very good job of showing that.
I would probably hang close to the buildings and the trees.
Okay. So Luke, you would have like done your business and such, as you would, and you'd be off to leave. As you're so
Yeah, no, I'm
to
just...
get in the flow of things,
Yeah.
You leave through whence you came, I presume.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, I
have
would.
no other reason to go another way.
I would have no other reason.
And you head back up into the woods.
I do.
And you just keep going where you're going.
Okay.
Ethan, how would you react to this?
I would... Wait, so I obviously I don't want to lose sight of them. But when they're at a reasonable distance, I would slowly start following.
You want to tail him?
Yes, basically.
Okay. Roll stealth for me if that's.
Yeah, I would be checking around constantly.
Yeah. I'll use your passive, which I have.
14!
Oh.
Nah, mate. I mean,
As you get, you walk for about 10 or so minutes into these woods, and Ethan, your character, there's like a patch of leaves, damp leaves, and you sort of slip and actually step on a branch, and it makes a loud crunch. Luke, your character catches wind of this. This is sort of behind and to the right of you. About 6 or so meters away. Actually, 10 meters. 10 meters. I'll be...
Feet, come on, fam.
Oh, feet. Like 20
It would be
foot?
like, if it's 10 meters, it would be around 30 feet. I think.
Okay, yeah, 30 feet then. 30 feet. You hear like a loud crunch from a twig breaking.
So I'm going to turn around and investigate what this sound is. In fact, actually,
Yeah.
I would not do that. I would, I may, let me just look at something here. I am going to cast a spell. Okay.
Oh, shit,
Fear sets in.
no, I forgot about this shit.
I'm going to cast a fog cloud around it, probably in between me and this sound, okay? So it creates a 20-foot spear of fog centered around that area, and it leaves the area heavily obscured. And then I'd leg it probably.
Is it a 20-foot radius?
Yeah, 20-foot radius.
Okay, so that engulfs both of you in this fog, and then you're just setting off.
Yep, I'm legging it.
Okay. Yeah, Ethan, your character, you after this crunch, you hear... Are there any verbal or somatics to this?
Oh shit, I just took the website off.
Sorry. Just if there's verbal, it doesn't really matter. I just nosy.
No, I've got to know. It is. Come on. Chop. Speed up. Now the intel is verbal, yeah. Verbal and somatic.
So you hear the crunch, and then the person you were stalking, you can see turn their head. You don't know if they quite like get a glimpse of you at all. And then you hear them say, I don't know where you are.
I say,
Oh my god, that's so much. That's awesome. Yeah, you hear that, and then as a giant cloud of fog just covers your eyes. You can't see anything, and then you hear my mic's not going to pick that up. You hear like
crunch.
Yeah. Very rapidly away from you. What would you do?
I think seeing that, I would probably shout out and go, hey, and then I would start running towards the sound, because...
Okay, yeah, Luke, your character hears that, and how do you want to react? This is sort of up to you guys at this point.
he starts running. He knows where I am through this fog cloud.
Well, I'm running towards whereabouts I think the sound
exactly where you are. But you hear him, like, sort of going towards your rough area.
And I did shout out, going, hey, perhaps we can, talk a bit.
I'm going to ignore him. Keep running. Whilst I Google another thing.
Okay.
Please, can I do this?
Okay, this thing's... Okay.
Is that it? No, okay, I won't be doing that. Yeah, I'm just
Still legging it.
I'm legging it. I'm legging it away from this man.
What's your movement speed?
30. Oh fuck, can he catch up to me? I can't
Ethan,
remember what class you are.
Well,
you
I have 35.
get a slight sense that you're slowly gaining on him, a bit at a time, as you're both just straight legging it.
That's not
Oh.
um
If you want to intervene at any point, it's fine. But yeah, Ethan, your character's just gradually gaining on Luke's.
If at any point I get within 30 feet of him, there's something I do want to do.
Okay. Luke, is there anything you want to do before then? or do you wait until he's closer?
I'm going. Wait, can you tell me your class? I can't remember your class. Wait,
I don't
no,
mind.
actually don't, because that will affect my decision. So I'm actually. So I can. I assume I can see this man now.
I mean, if I'm sprinting at him, I'd throw in stealth.
I don't know. Yeah, Ethan, I don't know if you have like a cloak or something to try and cover yourself up.
I
or if
do
you're just in your
have
regular-
like darker robes on, and with a hood that I would probably have up. So
Okay.
you would.
I'm gonna. You can hear me chanting right now. Oh no, no, yo, ole! And then I'm going to I'm gonna cast Entangle directly on you.
Okay.
You now
what's-
must make a. Go ahead.
What's the range on that?
90 feet.
Oh, okay, so you'll do that before he gets within.
I want you to make a strength saving throw.
Great are these. 4.
Right now, so you around you feel these weeds, these like tangling weeds, come out from the ground, and they in a 20-foot radius all around you. You see these plants entangling all around you. It starts to feel difficult to walk through them all, and then they all grasp you at once, and you're now restrained by these plants. You can use an action to get yourself out of it. It's another strength check though. And yeah, this lasts for a minute as long as I'm concentrating.
I think at that point I would shout and go, hey, maybe we can talk about this. I just wanted to, I will, if he's still running, I will attempt to break out again.
I'm still
Okay.
legging him. I'm sprinting.
Yeah, okay. If he doesn't respond, you can try and break up.
3.
Fail.
Is it a Luke? In terms of the range, do you have to remain within range for them to stay because it's concentration,
Goes for the duration these plants turn around.
or is it just 90-foot range to cast it?
It says range 90 feet. That's what it says. So
Okay. I'll say it stays for the moment, I guess.
Okay. It's for a minute until he breaks out.
Yes, you put some serious distance between you both. Like you get because he failed one breakout, so that's about 60-foot extra distance you put. He's like going between the trees, so you're sort of losing track of him now, Ethan. If you're gonna find him, you're panicking. You need to, do something serious to get up with him.
Can I intervene?
What? Yeah, sure. If there's like anything you want to add, go ahead.
I'm gonna use hidden step, meaning I can go magically turn invisible. It says until the start of your next turn, or until you attack, make a damage roll, or force someone to make a saving throw.
Yeah,
So-
it's not a spell, so it doesn't break concentration, does it?
It does not. And then I'm going to double back on him and run the other way.
Also, disguise self. Was that concentration? Just double checking. So when you did the other thing, it would have dropped anything that you had.
Go on. Let me click it. It's not concentration. I know that sounds weird. I'm on the spell page on Wiki.
Yeah. No, don't worry. I trust you. What do you want to do?
If I'm panicking, I'm gonna use Tides of Chaos and give myself advantage on the next one, on the next strength save to get out.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, he's still intact. Can I retcon?
Yeah.
I'm not doubling back. I just did hidden step and legged it.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
not running forward like the same path. I'm like going to the side, either side. He doesn't know.
That's fine.
Natural 20 on the strength check.
Okay.
Well,
I'll let you because you use Tides of Chaos. I'll let you flavor how you want to break out of this.
Oh, I haven't thought of this.
Presumably with something to do with your focus.
Yes, so I would probably that's a pretty good idea. I would think panicking that I need to get out of it. I would put my hand in my pocket and start, forcing against the vines to try and move my hand. I would grab a particular thing that you're too far away to see, and then I would use it to start cutting them away, basically. And then I would use that once I've broken enough. I would pull the rest off and start sprinting in the direction I last saw him go.
Right. So You do not see this man anymore. Like, during this whole kerfuffle, you've lost track of him. He's too far away for you to, like, hear him well. So would you just continue in the last direction you saw him? Or how would you do?
Probably, I would probably just continue in a straight line.
Luke, actually, could you roll a stealth check when you cast Hidden Step, just to see if he actually saw you go invisible in the first place?
That's not good. 4.
Okay. Yeah, Ethan, your character did actually see the man just, like, poof, out of thin air from, like, a glimpse in your eye while trying to break out. Up to you.
Yeah, I'd probably still continue in the same direction.
Okay.
And if I don't see him again for a bit, I'd probably give up.
Okay. Yeah, I presume you just continue
So I would
and then
continue
you
running in the same direction,
Yeah.
having a look around, basically.
Yeah, there's some distance, but unfortunately, due to this one, you don't manage to see him. However, what's your passive investigation?
Me?
Yeah.
11.
Luke, what did that stealth check go to?
4.
Just flat 4.
Wait, it's a 3, right? Yeah, it goes to 4.
Oh, it's okay. That's my bad. You do notice some tracks in the dirt.
I mean,
It's
I would start following them, probably.
Oh no!
okay. Yeah, you can follow them. And catch up. Not catch up. That's a bad way of phrasing it. If you like leg it in the direction they're going, you'll gradually get to a point where you can sort of see them being made on the floor. Up to you with your intuition of what you do with that.
Hang on, I need to double check something.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh no, I have to be able to see you to do that.
Sorry, look, I don't want to feel like I'm totally against you here. It's just you did wrong shit on the stealth.
I can't see you, so I can't do that.
Yeah.
I was relying on getting in range to do this.
Oh, wait, hidden step is. Wouldn't it only be 6 seconds?
Was it only 6 seconds?
Well, no. It says. You magically turn invisible until the start of your next turn. Or
Yeah, it is. Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought it was a minute long thing. Yeah, no, like, great. Ethan, you like catch a glimpse of this like pretty soon after the man just like poof back. I was
Okay,
thinking this was like a minute thing. But
If I can see him,
you can now see him.
I would probably try and continue stealthily at a distance based on what just happened.
Okay, yeah, you have to keep up at a pretty quick pace still to
Yeah.
do so. Do you want to roll stealth and continue this, or should we just for now say you'll continue? I guess it's like up to Luke.
If I think he should roll stealth, and if I don't see him, I'll
Just let
probably run for like 10 more minutes and then stop, and then just walk back.
Ethan, roll high.
Stealth 18.
Yeah, Luke, you don't see him on your way back.
So I'd run for 10 minutes, look around me and stop.
Yeah.
And then I would dispel magic. Dispel my disguise self.
Oh, right, I thought you meant cast to spell magic. I was like, why?
No.
I was like, that's a 3rd level spell.
Yeah. Ethan, you see this man who was previously just like, a normal human about like
5'10", kind
Yeah.
of religious state. I'm in like raggedy robes. I've got just a quite a long, particularly long beard, but I just look like a normal human, 5'10". And then as I dispel my disguised self, you see me grow around 2 feet higher. You see my skin go from, just a pale to it's kind of going pale blue. You see the ears out; they kind of outstretched. They turn more pointy. My hair, it gets longer because I've got it tied in a ponytail right now. That gets even longer. My beard gets even longer. And yeah, Wait, have you described what I look like normally?
I haven't. No.
Um,
That's actually the first time you heard. I should probably get Ethan to describe his. Oh, no, Ethan, you said you had a robe.
Yeah.
I don't really.
We'll get to a point, I think.
Wait, would he be near enough to see what I look like then?
He would like see it like roughly. He wouldn't see it in super detail because he's trying to keep his distance. But
From behind, you'll see these raggedy robes, right? And you'd take particular note of my left arm being all wooden. It seems to be completely made out of wood. And, like, it doesn't look like carved. It looks real, as if I've got a tree on my arm. That's it.
okay, so that you're about like 25-ish minutes from the town. Are you keeping up the pace, Luke, or are you just gonna?
I'm walking now. I'm walking back.
Okay, yeah. Well, let's see your dedication, Ethan. It's now been about an hour distance from the town. You've walked out pretty far into these woods, and you're tailing this man, and he's just still walking away from the town, further into the woods. Would you just keep on?
If I can get within 30 feet of him, there's something I would try and do.
Yeah, if you want to try and get within 30 feet.
Yeah, I would try and get within.
You know
30
that you'll
feet,
probably alert him by doing so, though.
Getting within 30 feet.
Yeah, you can get within 30 foot, but when you're past that point, you'll alert him definitely.
Okay, I will risk it and go for it.
Okay.
Once I get within 30 feet. Oh,
I was just gonna say, Luke, your character, you hear like this like a pitter patter of leaves behind you as something like rushes up, and then with it something within 30 foot, you just turn your head so you don't get to see it fully. But
okay, as I get within 30 feet, I'm going to cast Charm Person on you.
Oh, fuck you.
Although you would say you're fighting me, so you probably have advantage on it, but it's a Wisdom save, which I mean, probably isn't gonna work.
Not gonna work, mate. What am I rolling it?
yeah,
Yeah, I think you have advantage because you're technically fighting me.
I just rolled 2 nat ones. How? How does that even happen? 2 nat ones.
Right. Well, Ethan, what do you want to do?
Okay, so I guess as I walk out casting it, you would see whatchamacallit. Actually, what are the components of this? Oh, just verbal and somatic. Okay, so you would see, I mutter something under my breath, move my hands in a way. I look slightly like unsure of what I'm meant to be doing, but and as I do it, you notice that the color of my eyes and the veins of my hands, they kind of change, really subtly change to this yeah, let's go this, what color? They go like this lighter blue kind of color for a brief second before returning back. As I guess if I'm getting closer, you'd be able to see what I look like.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure only about 5'7", young male with what look like subtle elven features.
Okay.
Besides the clearly pointy elf ears. Besides from what you just saw, my eyes are like this dull shade of grey. I'm wearing like this dark cloak / robe with this like hood that's currently up, with like these darker kind of coloured commoner's clothes underneath. I've got this messy short brown hair, and there's the occasional like scratch or scar on the face. As I get closer, I'm just gonna say, "Hey, I didn't mean to, be at odds with you back there. I used a bit of magic on you, unfortunately, which is kind of actually the reason I'm here. If you I just wanted to talk, and then you started running off and wrapped me up in vines, and I got a bit afraid, and I just need help, okay?
Well, here we are. Your magic must be commendable for it to be able to capture me.
Yeah, well,
Speak!
let's just say I probably got a bit lucky there. Or we both did.
You
Look.
betcha.
Hey, what's your name?
My name?
Yes.
My name.
Yes.
I am Ulrich.
Omeric.
I am Omeric.
And, I hope this doesn't sound a bit rude or anything, but, what are you?
What am I?
Yes, I thought you were a human and now you're, well, pretty big. And blue.
I, my dear friend, am a furbolg. Did you not tell?
That probably means nothing to me. Okay. Oh, I didn't actually plan this far ahead. You see, you seem pretty adept with magic, shall we say.
That's an understatement.
I'll take your word for it. I was wondering if perhaps you could help me.
Help you?
Yes, you see, how do I put it? I've used the bit of magic that I have used. I am not a huge fan of using it because I'm not 100% sure how it's going to go all of the time. I was hoping I could have a conversation with you about how you control your magic.
Well, you didn't go a good way about talking to me, did you?
Well,
It's-
from what I heard, you didn't sound like the biggest fan of the town, so I assumed you didn't want to talk in it. And I was gonna, I didn't want to just come up to a random stranger. I'm in a bit of a bad situation at the moment, so I was thinking maybe we could I was gonna follow you to your house and then come up and talk to you there.
So you're looking for a master to teach you the ways of magic,
I guess, yes.
control magic.
Yeah, something like that.
And why would I do this? What do I get out of it?
I haven't thought that far ahead. I'm in a bit of a tight spot. You know, maybe I could lend you a hand, like, help you, I don't know. Hey, maybe if you don't like the town, I could go in and get food for you.
There's no problem. Town folk can enjoy my presence.
Okay.
I have no reason to teach you. You offer nothing to me. I'm merely here because of your stupid spell.
Okay. Yes.
Be gone!
But if you help me, I won't be casting the spells against you again. Probably.
You can try to cast it again. You will fail.
I mean, as far as I understand what I just did, I don't need to for the next hour.
You are lucky that you caught me like this. I feel too weary to cast any more spells.
Oh, okay. Look, maybe we could.
Hang on.
Hmm.
Maybe we can help each other. You'll notice I've got a satchel to my kind of hidden in my robe. I'm gonna bring it out, and in it I pull out this very old tome. Okay, it's very ornate. It's got silver bits all over it. I pull it out and I shove the cover in front of you and go, "Read this.
Yeah,
Read
sure.
this language."
Sure.
I can't read it.
Can I read the language?
I don't give it to you. I'm still holding it. I'm just showing it to you.
Yeah. Can I read it if I look at it?
You cannot. You do not even recognize the character set or anything. It just kind of looks like random squiggles from what you can see.
You better hope your answer's yes.
Yeah, I can read this.
You can read this?
Yeah, it takes a bit of time. It's a complex language, so if I could have a moment to properly sit down with it, then maybe.
You can read this book?
Yes.
Well, I must say I'm pleasantly surprised. Go on, Ed. Read it. Read it for me. What does it say? I'm intrigued. Read it.
It takes a bit of more. It's a complex language. You have to read a lot to really get what it's trying to get at. So do you mind if I take it and it's like a book, yeah?
It's a very old book, yes.
Okay. So if I open it up and have
I'm not going to give it to you. You have to read. You have to read the cover.
You see, the cover. I'll take a moment looking at it. The cover talks about. Ooh. Oh, you see, this book you found isn't actually particularly that interesting. You see, it actually only really covers the history and why there's a whole bunch of orcs in Trunk.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's very interesting. Do you know
Yes.
what? I think I accept your offer. You've done me a great favor for me today. I will gladly accept you as my apprentice. Come, back to my hut. Let's go.
Cool. And I'll follow him.
Okay. Yeah, as you travel back, Gray, this is your first time doing this journey, so you know that this is a long journey. You're 1 hour out already, and the remaining journey lasts for about 3 hours.
Okay, well, an hour after that, he would know that my spell would run out, and he would know that I used magic to charm him. But I already told him that, so...
I mean, yeah, it's up to you how you'd react. I can actually refer to you by your character names. Wait, Ethan, did you tell your character name?
No, I haven't, but you just said it.
Okay. I don't know if Luke heard that.
I wouldn't care for his name.
Okay. Well, I can refer to you as your character names, kind of. Omeric, yeah, how would you react to this?
Knowing that I'm charmed, I would still bring him back to my house.
Okay. Yeah, so you walk for a long time, 4 hours total, all the way back. And you arrive. Yeah, Luke, do you want to describe your hut?
You see kind of a ramsacked mud hut. It doesn't look pleasant at all. It's quite small. It only seems to... It's very lived in. But you see that the trails that I've left, I've covered kind of, so that no one will find it. It's very tribalistic. It's just not very pleasing to anyone that lives in cities or anything. It looks like a shithole.
Okay.
And I'm going to open the door. Come. Let us discuss this apprenticeship.
If I look in, do I see anything immediately inside that would catch my attention to be cautious of?
Other than what you want to say, Luke, I can say there are some things. So, Luke, you go first with what?
You'd see a lot of notes strewn across the room. You'll see various tomes, various books scattered high up to it. Basically, the majority of the hut would be filled with books and notes, just scribbles or anything. Just to you, it might look like ramblings, and there might be just a normal cooking pot in the center. But other than that, unless you want to add anything else.
Yeah, you would also notice like some other just general supplies. Like you might notice a rope or two, some like crates or like something you wouldn't know what was in them. Maybe some like food, like some stockpiled rations. Yeah, you're not really sure why they're there, but they just are.
Okay. I'll step inside if he's gesturing me to go in.
So, what do you want from me? What do you want me to do about our little teacher-student relationship?
You see, well, magic isn't very common in the this whole area, so there's not a lot of people I can go to. I don't really know anybody I could talk to about it. So when I heard talks of you, I was wondering if you would have any tips or advice. I was hoping to go for a chat. I probably started it off a bit badly by stalking you, but I do apologize for that. It was just, do you have any tips? Where does your magic come from? And actually, and I start rummaging around in my bag, and I pull out what looks like a shard. Currently, it would be blue. It would be the same blue that you saw my veins and Igers go when I cast a spell on you. And it's like this broken, jagged, like shard of what looks like some crystal. Do you know what this thing is?
I with my wooden hand, I will attempt to take it from you if you're giving it to me.
I probably do what you do with the tome. I'd be cautious giving it to you, but then I would eventually, like, probably very carefully give it to you.
I'm gonna look at it and just kind of, I don't give a shit, and I'll chuck it against the wall. I'll attempt to chuck it.
If I see him throw it, I'm gonna run after it.
Yeah. If this would probably hit the wall before you got a chance to grab it. Obviously it impacts the wall. But despite its like brittle nature, it doesn't shatter at all. Actually, as it impacts against the wall, you see it like flash, like a slightly brighter shade for a second from the impact, and then just drop to the floor and go back to its normal dim shade.
I am then. I'm gonna stand up. Okay. I'm gonna looming over you, right? I'm gonna come up to your face and go, I know what you've done. You're a liar.
What are you
You
talking
can't read this book.
Yeah, and you didn't have a
And
look at
now
my
I've
crystal.
led you right into my domain. No one will find you here. This is where you die.
Oh, I heard you are. Okay.
I'm going to cast Frostbite directly on you. So
Is that to hit?
Wait, I thought. Sorry, no. Sorry.
it's a cantrip.
Oh, it's a cantrip. Okay, I was just checking because of your spell slots.
Yeah, I don't have any spell slots. You have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okie dokie. Natural 20, so 24.
It does nothing.
Wait, no. Does it not do half?
It says on a failed save, blah 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 blah.
It's
and
a
it doesn't
cantrip,
say
so it
anything.
probably doesn't do half.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's a good point.
Hey, that
Leave!
I'm gonna. You see, my eyes and my veins flash of red, and I create fire in my hand. I'm just gonna like hold it out in like what I trying to be an intimidating way. None of that. Why the sudden? Why are you trying to kill me? I just wanted to talk.
Get out! Can't you see me? I'm a hermit. I don't want you here. Go away. Get out of here.
I will start backing towards the door.
I want no one to bother me. Leave me and never come back.
Sure thing.
I don't need a silly little apprentice. That'll just lead them to me. Get out.
Lead who to you?
Hard enough as one person, not two. I can't deal with two. Get out.
Okay. I will like get rid of the firebolt and I will start walking out the door.
Where's your crystal at this time?
I picked it up off of the ground.
Okay.
So it would be probably in my other hand. Which you see as I hold the fire changes to the same red colour.
Yeah. Luke, as he's walking out and you catch one last glimpse of this, can you roll me a history check?
That's not good. Do I add anything? What's history? No,
Intelligence.
it's 7.
Okay. You get a feeling as he walks away through this door, and you see like a tiny bit of this crystal like cut off by the door frame, so you can only see like the edge bit. That shape that it has, that gives you a familiar feeling.
Does it?
Like you've seen it in the book maybe, but you're not sure where, why, or like anything about it. It's just like a random thought that's just gone clunk in your head.
Great.
It's just a spontaneous feeling.
Okay.
Up to you how you react to that.
I'm not going to react. I'm going to watch him as he leaves.
Okay.
Threateningly. I have my quarterstaff kind of. I have it on the ground like this, slamming it down, and I have my wooden hand aimed directly at you.
In response, I've got just holding fire in my hand aimed at you as I'm just slowly walking away.
You can see it like frosting up my hand, like the tips of my hand.
Okay.
I think so. It's a 4-hour. What's the time right now?
That's a good point. He would have come in like evening, I suppose. He would have come in like the afternoon, been for a short amount. So I'd say it's like evening. It's like 4 or 5 maybe.
Okay, I don't particularly want to walk through the woods at night. I would walk a bit away from his house and then probably just set up camp there and just sit there out of protest.
Okay. Omric, you know, like you see Gray. I said his name again. Back off. Like away from the house. But he doesn't like back all the way into the woods because this hut's like not in a clearing as sorts, but there's like a patch with like less trees, and he walks over to that, and you see him just like get, I don't know what you've got your stuff in, Ethan. Is it like a bag or
A backpack? Yeah. So
yeah, like he gets his like backpack, and you see him just start taking stuff out and placing it.
He's just doing it. How far from me?
I'd be at like where the edge of when the trees get less dense, basically, and start getting denser again.
Yeah, so like 60, 70 foot. Not too far.
Do I hear any animals around me? Is there anything particular I can hear? Can I make a perception check?
Are you talking like, do you want wild shape animals? Because I could give you some off the bat
No.
you would have seen. Okay. If it's for another reason, then yeah, sure, roll perception. Also, I think I told Ethan, but I didn't tell you. It's about like 5 o'clock-ish, so it's like sort of dark, but it's not fully night yet.
18.
Oh, what are you looking out for? Like, what are you trying to listen out for? Like birds or
Aggressive animals that are nearby. I want carnivorous animals that are nearby.
Okay. After the corner of the eye, next to like a piece of like bark, you see ants.
Ants.
In the sky above, you see like you could catch just out of the patches of leaves flying overhead are like a small group of sparrows.
Okay.
And in terms of carnivorous animals, you don't see any. Oh, also, you do see a squirrel in a nearby tree. Yeah, squirrels aren't really carnivorous though. No.
How many sparrows are in the sky?
5.
What
It's
about-
very small.
What about plants? Is there any like hostile plants at the moment?
There's trees. There's dead leaves. There's like some ferns, I guess. Maybe there might be some stinging nettles with them, but stinging nettles aren't particularly lethal. If you're wondering for like comically large Venus flytraps, I unfortunately don't see any of those.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I? I want to try and influence the sparrows. Okay, all 5. Okay, I'm going to speak to them.
Using a spell for this.
No, it's called Speech of Beast and Leaf.
Oh yes.
I can communicate with a limited manner to beasts and plants. Okay. They they understand the meaning of my words, but I can't understand them. I want a charisma check them to influence them.
Okay, so just mind giving me 1 sec to look this up. Just make sure it's alright. Yeah, what are you saying to them?
Attack. I want them to
Persuasive.
attack the man. Drive him away.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I'll just be 30 seconds while I quickly... My Chrome takes 3 years to load. There we go. The advantage on all charisma checks me to influence them. Right. Are you giving them a reason to attack him, or are you just saying attack this man?
I can offer food in return.
Okay. I I guess roll a charisma check with advantage.
The highest is 17.
Okay. You see about 3 of them sort of swoop down. Great. Like as these like come down,
I'm
you
like
hear,
chanting at them.
yeah, you hear like a rustling from above, and you hear Omeric just going like, yeah, you hear like a rustling from above.
So it's just rustling above me.
Yeah. And then suddenly, shortly after, you see 3 small birds like start swooping down from the like I don't, what's it called in a forest? I can't think. But, you know, the leaves and stuff.
Canopy, yeah.
Yeah, canopy. They like swoop down towards you, 3 of them, and they're very fast approaching. I'll give you one. Is there anything you're going to do here, or?
Well, there's one thing I would do if they actually attack me, but that's a reaction, and I'd do it once they roll. Otherwise, if I see him chanting and then these birds swooping at me, I would probably just like throw a firebolt at one of them.
Okay. Yeah. Roll to hit for one of them.
That's a 10.
Misses. You shoot right out into the canopy, and the firebolt hits against the leaf. But luckily, it has rained earlier. The leaves are slightly damp, so like the fire sort of fizzles out after burning away a few leaves. There's like a small hole in the canopy now. The 3 birds now swoop down at you, Gray, and
You're making birds attack me.
Yes.
Wow.
they're very small. They're very small little
Yeah.
sparrows. They're not like a giant
I
eagle.
wanted a wall to maul you.
Sorry, there aren't any walls.
Mate, if you got a wolf at me, it'd probably just flat out kill me.
Why does Google only work for certain dice? Oh, it does work for this now. What the fuck? Okay, right. Sorry. Here we go. Right. There is, to hit you, a 15, a 16, and a 30.
They all hit, so I'm going to use shield.
Okay. What does that make your armor class?
That makes my AC 17, so they all miss.
Oh, they all miss. I thought they all hit you.
They all hit
They
if I
would.
don't use
You
my
cast
spell.
shield.
Oh.
I
so,
just
like,
flat.
how do you want to flavour this?
Hang on. Does shield require? Shield is verbal and somatic.
It's react.
So do you see the veins go a lot darker blue and my eyes go dark blue? As I just kind of panic, wave my hands around, and they all kind of just like hit off this arcane invisible barrier that just appears.
Yeah, like after seeing this, the birds just sort of see that it's not worth it. This is not just some commoner. They just fly back up and meet up with the others and just fly off.
I see this, right?
Yeah, you're watching the whole thing while going, "Ooh, little boy!" Wow.
I kind of just go like against the wall of my hut. I'm just kind of sitting there like, oh, for fuck's sake. And then I'll just, I'm gonna slam the door and just go in my house. I'm over it.
Okay.
I'm going to camp out here and start a small fire.
Well, with that history check, I'll immediately start researching that.
Okay. How are you doing so? How are you doing this? How are you researching? What's your method?
I'm gonna be kind of like rapidly looking through all my notes. In my house, I'm kind of be like mumbling to myself. So if he was listening in, he would hear me like rustling about, me like mumbling. It would sound insanely, basically. Yeah.
Okay. What do you do?
Huh?
You're dead.
Me? Well, I'm at roll a new character. Okay. I mean, I'll just set up camp and be ready to like sleep the night because I don't want to trek back 4 hours.
Yeah, that's good.
I'll just be looking through notes and stuff until I'm
Not early.
satisfied and then go to bed probably.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. If you guys want to just long rest, then yeah, go ahead. You can roll the get your spell slots back.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
What are you laughing at?
The endless cycle of using 2 spells and then going back to sleep.
Please. Okay. Yeah. You wake up. Both of you wake up coincidentally around the same time. It's early morning. So you went to sleep at like 6 or 7ish. It's pretty early. So you're up at the wee hours. It's like 5 in the morning, I'd say. You can hear lots of birds like chirping around in the trees. And what would you like to do, either of you?
I'm going to start gathering the supplies in my hut, packing it all up, and then I would leave.
I'm probably packing up all of my stuff as well, because I'm putting it all in my bag. And then probably pacing a bit against the tree line, trying to think what on earth I'm going to do.
Yeah. Ethan, you spot him like walk out of his hut with a very large would you use like a backpack, Luke, would you say?
Yeah.
Because you've got like quite a few supplies. How would you say it's like? Do you want to describe how it looks, or do you want me to? I don't mind.
It just looks like I've just got ropes tied around a bunch of crates, and I'm just hauling it. I'm literally hauling this massive load.
Yeah. You definitely hear this, and this will catch your eye.
I'm kind of, it's kind of like a backpack. I've got the quarterstaff in my right hand, not the wooden one. That's it, and then I'll see you. I'd ignore you and walk off.
Hey,
No, I was just gonna say, which way are you going? Are you turning left or are you turning right? Facing towards the mountains, because you guys are like, somewhat near.
I'm going to go back town way.
Okay.
Hey, did you change your mind? Did you want to, possibly help? Because I have absolutely nowhere else to go.
I did some thinking. Okay.
Yeah?
Tell me, that crystal,
Yes.
where did you acquire it?
Well, you see, long story short, well, it's actually not that long. Basically, I was kind of, doing what I do, which isn't a lot. And I just lying on the ground, just not far from the town I grew up in, just sat there on the ground, picked it up, and well, everything went downhill pretty much.
And this is the source of your magic?
Wish I knew, friend.
Huh?
Wish I knew. I didn't exactly. Well, I've never cast anything before I picked it up, but I don't know if I don't need it to cast every single spell. So, well, not that I can cast a lot, but
Well, just so happens that you've caught me on a very, very bad day. Okay?
sorry to hear it.
You've interrupted a journey that has been a month in the making.
Perhaps I can help you with it.
I'll tell you this. I'll make you a deal. You come with me on my journey.
Yep.
I will assess your skills.
Yes.
In return, you allow me to study that crystal of yours.
Depends if by study you mean throw it at a wall again.
Don't you worry. As I was throwing it at the wall, I had an epiphany. And now I want to study it more.
Do I believe him?
Roll insight.
Yeah. Let's go on a journey to the mountains. You can drop it off it. 8.
Yeah, I'd say you believe him.
Well,
I mean-
what say you?
Sure. Maybe let's give it a bit of like a day or two of travel, maybe before I give it to you. You know, haven't had the most trusting of start, but we can make amends. Yeah.
Very well, very well. We will see how useful you are to me. However, if you get in my way, they will never find your body.
Well. Okay. I will take your word for it.
Right, shall we be off then?
I guess so. Yeah.
We leave now.
I don't have any other plans.
It is a long trip, but we will be going.
How long are you? Does long mean?
I'm talking several hours of rigorous walking
Oh,
through this forest,
you know,
through the town,
you know when you
in a mountain range. We will be journeying for days.
Oh, okay. Because when you started that, I thought you meant the journey was only a couple of hours journey, and so when you said it took a month in the making, it made me think it was going to be a bit. But the days makes more. Okay, cool.
Right, so you head off back towards the town on the ye olde 4-hour walk, which you've walked before. Is there any? Are you going around the town this time, or are you just going straight through it?
We're going straight for it. I would put my disguise self on.
Okay.
I put the hood back up and just walk through it.
Okay, I'm presuming neither of you have any last business you want to attend there for now.
No, not particularly.
Okay. Right. So yeah, you head. Actually, on the map, you see where Trunk is. Right. That's where you are about after the 4-hour journey.
Yep.
If there's like anything you want to talk to each other about or whatever as you're doing this, this is like a fast travel,
Yep.
long distances. So yeah, you head up back to Trunk, and then you go past it, and then like around the mountain range.
Mm-hmm.
You see where like the paths it kind of fades out. The like known trodden path isn't as like clear around here as it is getting between towns. Most people just walk their own routes, sort of. However, there is one as you keep going ahead towards where like the valley sort of creates. You see where like the mist is in the middle of the mountain range. There's a path that sort of goes up. It's like steps almost around the edge of the inner part of the mountain range. This path is not perilous isn't the right word, but there is an element of danger. As there's a very steep slope constantly to your right-hand side, and then to your left-hand side, it's just like straight up to the peak of the mountain. So you're on a very thin path.
Is it like the
Not like ridiculous.
Lord of the Rings, the staircase the hobbits take with Gollum?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Okay.
Not quite
steep,
to that
but
point.
yeah.
It's a bit like that, but yeah. And you travel up here. This journey takes you a few days. To get to the base bit of the mountains, it's about 1 day. And then I presume you'd like set up at the base of the mountains, rest there, and then the next day you'd get up early, continue up, and you continue around. Luke, are you following the map that you have?
I am, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you follow this path around, and then at the end of the about 3 days journey.
I would have just said that probably at the end of the first day when we're camping up, I probably would have just said to, hang on, I'm so used to your name being your name on Discord, Omarak. I would have just said, so whereabouts are we heading to, or is that on a need-to-know basis?
We are heading to the temple hidden in the mountains. Ever heard of that?
I can't say that I have. No.
Well, then there's no point explaining further. Just know we head for a temple.
Okay. That's better than just randomly walking with you into the upper mountain range, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Guess I'll see you in the morning. Unless you kill me.
Enough of this idle chatter.
Oh yeah, sorry. Great journey to a temple to get on with.
So yeah, you follow this path as you go. Like around. You know, I said there's a steep bit on your right. Looking into the valley, you can't really see much. There's like a constant layer of like fog and mist just down there, like blanketing any of your vision. And it's rather cold up here. You're pretty high up at this point, and you eventually reach your destination, Omeric, which marked on the map. There is a part where two of the peaks join, like in between them, and there's a small part that winds off the pathway. It's not marked at all, but it's just a section you can walk down, and the map indicates down there.
We'll follow it.
As you pass further down, you know so the entrance to this. I don't know. Do you mind if he's not deafened for this? I don't know. It's up to you.
What's it detailing?
The entrance.
What to this place, the temple? Yeah.
So you know that the entrance. It's not like the dialogue it's written in is not one you understand, but from the diagrams themselves, you get the gist of what it means.
Yeah.
It's has a diagram of a rock, rather specifically drawn. Like it's in great detail. And then it symbolizes it as being a door of sorts, built into the mountainscape that you can easily move, but it's in such a closed-off path that it's just not been discovered, or so you think.
Okay.
As you approach it, you notice that this door has been slid open already. You notice that the hole into the mountain is already revealed. This is not expected, because judging by what you've seen from your research, this book is the only way you found that mentions this at all.
Okay. I'm going to look over to Gray.
Ah. You alright there, friend? We kind of stopped walking.
This is unexpected. I thought I alone bared the knowledge of this location. However, evidence implies otherwise. So...
Wait, is it like a big rock that's been moved?
Yeah. It's like a sort of protrusion, but it looks natural. Or it would look natural if it were in the right
hadn't
place.
shifted along.
Yeah.
Sure, it wasn't just like particularly windy or something and just moved by itself?
No chance.
Okay.
I expect great danger. So...
More dangerous than
Would you like
those
to
birds?
I just shake my head in disappointment.
Sorry. Off topic.
This has potential of death. This place does not bode well for me, for you, or this world as a whole.
Yep.
So, are you prepared? Are you coming in?
I mean, how dangerous are you talking?
I'm talking catastrophic annihilation levels of dangerous.
How so?
You see this place?
Yes, it looks like a rock that's moved.
It is a great
Danger.
It's a location of great danger. This
Okay, calm down. What kind of danger? You've just kind of, we're looking at this like hole into the mountainside, and you're just telling me there's death inside, and now you're asking if I want to go in. After having threatening me for a couple of days now to kill me and that they'll never find my body.
Be my guest. Leave.
I mean, I'm...
You want knowledge or not? I want your crystal. You want my knowledge. Let us be off.
Yes, I guess, yes, this is the only way I have to those. Yep, sure, let's go. You first.
Be wary. Have your spells prepared. Can you defend yourself?
Oh, yes. Well, it's proven that I can defend myself from birds.
Can you reliably defend yourself?
Once or twice.
Would you put your life on the line for me?
Based on our previous days of you threatening to hide my body, probably not. But we'll see. Depends if you would do the same.
Of course not.
Well, there we go. Mutual
This
position.
is too grand to sacrifice myself for someone like you.
What's that supposed to mean?
I go in. I put the cord stuff on my back. I light a torch in my not wood arm.
Okay.
And I'll turn around and go. Keep your spells prepared.
When he turns around, I cast the light cantrip on his torch.
I just lit it.
Yeah, I do it anyway.
You sure?
Save a torch.
I just
then.
look at you with utter disappointment.
Yeah. Hey, well, there's no communication here. If you don't tell me what you're going to do, I'm not going to be able to do things like that.
But have a deadly spell prepared.
That's one of the things I can just kind of like do.
I'm just gonna walk in.
I follow him.
I'm gonna ask, how are you taking this? What's your pace?
I'll just walk in normally. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I will follow behind him.
Yeah.
You think
so?
Oh, hang on. I'm gonna turn around. Do you trust me enough now to keep your crystal with me?
Let's wait, because I might need it to defend myself.
Would you need it on you to cast spells?
Depends on what I'm doing.
Very well.
One thing of note with this tunnel is it looks very man-made. It does not look like a natural formation. The ground here is like pretty smooth as a cave goes, and the walls are like fairly rounded off. And you continue down here for about 2 minutes, and then you see a dim light in the distance, a dim orange light.
Hey, you were expecting friends?
No, I'm not actually. I'm
Right.
very surprised by the presence of people.
How
How loud are you saying this?
I'd match the tone of whatever. Ethan did.
I just realised I probably would be saying that quietly.
It's like like a torchlight.
Hmm.
Like you can catch like the edges of it, where it's like
Yeah.
a very
It's like
Oh,
dim
flickering.
orange, and it's coming from like round the corner almost, so you can't see the source, but it looks like you've got however much a torch's dim light range is between you and whatever it is.
We've got torch, remember?
It also has
Yep.
light on it.
But this is like you approaching, because it would be like your torch bright, your torch dim, darkness, dim. Ethan, can you roll a stealth check for you speaking quick? And Sasha, what's your passive perception? Actually, I'll just look at your sheet. Or D&D Beyond, I forget D&D Beyond exists.
I can send you it now.
I think I have
Yo.
you added in the campaign.
Unnatural 20, so a dirty 20.
Oh yeah, okay.
Disgusting.
Sasha, you're still by this door where you left off.
Mm-hmm.
You don't. Yeah, you're just chilling, doing whatever you want to do.
Can't smell any. Can I?
So yeah, if anyone has anything they want to do, just go ahead.
I'm gonna keep going in.
We're gonna keep going.
Okay.
I'm going to follow the person I'm currently following.
Sasha, this door, as you push on it, it's quite heavy. So I need you to roll strength for that. The other two, this corner's like pretty soon off. So around this time that you do this, you start to hear like a noise from around the corner, and you turn your heads, and you can see this. The tunnel sort of opens up into like a larger bit, and then there's this bronzed, ornately carved door, and it's about how tall did I say it was before? Like 6 meters.
You said 6 meters. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, it's like
19 feet.
Yeah, it's like a large door, double doors, and you see a figure in front of you. You can't quite make out fully. With this door, trying to like push the right
I
hand.
got a 16, by the way.
Yeah, you see this figure like start pushing this door, and then it sort of gets unstuck, and then it just sort of swings open, and then it hits back against the wall that it opens up, and makes a very loud like thud. Some dust like knocks off the ceiling of the tunnel where you are.
I turn and look
I
at.
need to bring the cleaners in here more often.
You hear this?
And then I'm gonna enter the doorway.
Okay.
What are we doing? What's up? What's our plan?
Follow me.
That's what I've been doing the entire time.
Have a spell ready.
Okay.
We take him from behind.
Luke, you don't need to get right into the camera every time. No, please.
We take him from behind.
It's like fucking.
Gotcha. I'll follow your lead.
I don't have a mic though. I have to get close.
Okay. You attempting to get like closer up to this figure.
Who?
This figure that you see that's just opened the door and is about to start
Yeah.
walking.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Can you both roll stealth?
No, I don't want to do that. I want to do this.
Sure.
Wait. I want to get up to 30 feet away from him. So would it be stealth then? I want to get 30
Like-
feet exactly away from him.
Okay. You still have to roll stealth because I think in terms of hearing, your range is a lot bigger than 30 foot.
Oh yeah, that's not good. 4.
14.
Okay.
Well, I can certainly hear Luke.
Yeah, you hear Sasha as you like start stepping into this room behind you. You hear like a boom as one of Luke's feet hit the floor really hard. He's carrying a lot of stuff, so it's really heavy, and it's sort of, you feel like a vibration in the ground almost from behind you.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn around and look.
Am I in 30 feet?
This corner's not that. Yeah, you probably are. You're about around like where, just like past around where the corner goes. So you're invisible. But
Can I see it?
Can you see him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like the door's wide open, so you can see him slightly.
Can I see him?
I want to cast a spell
What
on him.
is he?
Oh, would you want me to describe what you see?
Yeah, you can describe each other if you would like.
Okay, let me bring it up.
This is
So,
why I
Turn
said
around and see this like.
you need to
blank
prepare your
figure.
description many a
I'm
time.
assuming I
I've
can
got
also
it.
see. And they
I've
can
got it
also see
out.
me if I'm behind Luke.
Yeah.
So, stood before you is a very strong, muscular male, roughly at the size of 7'10".
Reading out your characteristics sheet.
My skin is a pale blue, and I have pointy ears sticking out from my long, almost greasy hair. Okay. I have you see kind of you see light brown hair with hints of grey. I wear kind of dirty, muddy clothes like robes. And one particular feature that you can see is my right arm. This is my left arm. My right arm. Okay. No, it is my left arm. My left arm is completely wooden. And it looks as if it was
giant prosthetic.
it looks like a living wooden hand. It doesn't look prosthetic. It's not polished. It looks like a tree bark. Okay. And it stretches all the way up to my shoulder. And I also have, in my other hand would be currently a torch.
Right. Well, I'm also holding it. What's Ethan look like? Or should I?
Oh wait, and I have
start
massive crates that I'm hauling on my back right now.
Yeah, he's a lot of like ropes and stuff, and he's just hauling a hefty load on his back.
A load of stuff.
This is
It's
like
up to you whoever wants to describe next.
Blue Earth merchant. I
can
mean,
go
I don't
next,
mind
so-
going.
Oh, unless you want to, I'm happy.
Okay, just roll a d4. Whoever gets higher wins.
No, okay, Sasha, you go.
Yeah, I win. I got a 3 anyway, so I would have won, guaranteed. I'm like a big. I say big, 7 foot fucking elf dude in front of me. I'm like a 5'9", sort of stocky, almost dude, quite wide, dull green, like a bronze color, earth man made of earth, basically. He looks like he's made of a bit of metal and like rock, as he stands there in what is basically a big ripped bit of cloth that is just about covering what's needed, and everything else is just left up to the elements. And I'm standing there with a small short sword on my side, and as I turn around I say, "What? Get out of here, warm skin." Where are you?
Before you
Okay, yeah, so slightly to the, like, just kind of peeking around the 7 foot tall, 7'10" fella is a
Why are you always
slightly
so tall?
slightly shorter than you, what looks to be like a half elf, about 5'7", pretty short, young male with subtle elven features besides the clearly pointy elven ears. You see that his eyes in the torchlight are this dull shade of grey, and I've got this like darker cloak with the hood currently down, and then underneath there's like these darker commoner clothes. You see I've got messy short brown hair, and there's the occasional scratch or scar on my face. I'm just there, kind of looking between both of you, waiting for one of you to do something.
In
Warm
response,
blood merchants, get out of here. This is not a place for you.
in response to that, I'm gonna go, "Oh, and then I'm gonna cast Charm Person on you. Can you now make a Wisdom saving throw?
A wisdom saving throw. Got it.
Wait, if you were, yeah, I think he'll probably have advantage, wouldn't he?
Would I have advantage?
You haven't attacked him yet, so I wouldn't say you're like in combat per se. You're more in conversation, so you wouldn't.
Okay.
Oh, I got a 13.
That fails.
Bastard child.
So yeah, barely. Jesus. You just. So you are now. You're now charmed by me.
You see
so
him
you
as a
think
friend.
you see me as a friendly acquaintance.
This happened to you, Ethan.
No, I tried to do it to him. No, I did it to him.
Luke had advantage and he got 2 nat ones.
This is why you don't play martial class. Fucking second I meet a caster, charm person.
I'm gonna breathe a booming voice. What are you doing here?
This is a temple to dragons.
Dragons, you say?
But what else?
That's a bit more big of a danger than you said, friend. I thought you meant like.
I'm ignoring him.
It's just plain rude.
What are you here for? Are you part
Here
of
for
the...
dragons. What's the purpose of being here then?
Well,
Why?
currently I'm chasing after a good friend of mine. He seems to have been kidnapped. You wouldn't mind helping, would you? You are quite friendly.
You have to give something to this man for him to help you.
So you're telling me that he's been kidnapped
I'm afraid I do
and
not
taken
have
to this
much to
very
give.
temple?
Yes.
And it wouldn't be you who came in through the back entrance, the secret entrance.
It's a back entrance? There is a back entrance?
I think he's talking about the rock stick out.
I'm going to turn around to Ethan. We may still have more visitors, unexpected acquaintances.
Okay, I mean, this guy seems pretty harmless so far.
He could be.
Well, are you
could be
willing
a
to help
vessel
or not?
for
Because I
evil.
need to get going.
Well, maybe we're here for the same reason. Maybe we can help each other. Actually, you never actually told me why you're here. I'd say, looking towards.
Need to know basis.
I like how you look up when you say this, like he's actually 7 foot above you.
Mate,
gonna
he's
look
like
down at
literally like 2 feet taller than me.
I'm going to look down at you and go,
It's
you don't need to know, little boy.
Yeah, this is what I've been traveling with for a very long
Know
time.
your place. Know your place. You are my apprentice.
Okay, you haven't done a single thing yet. All you did was you. Long story. It doesn't need to get into it. We could probably help each other if there's so-called, as you put it yourself, dangers in this place. Maybe you could help us traverse it, and then we can all get what we're looking for.
Do you realise he's charmed? Yes. He could turn hostile after it ends.
Yes, but then we could just do it again.
Can I roll a thing because they just mentioned me being charmed? Because I think at this point I'd get another try at the charm person check. Because it's
Ethan,
like
do you roll
once
a
every
roll
turn, right?
Are you trying to be stealthy about when you mention he's charmed, or did you just let that slip?
No, I mean, if I'm a strong believer in telling people that they're charmed, so they're less aggressive when they get out of it.
Yeah, you know that you're charmed. You are still charmed, but you do know that you're charmed already.
Do you not like make saving throws
It's-
once a turn for this one?
No, it's not like that. I
See,
think it's you can still.
Oh, it's just an out of combat thing.
You're not hostile to them, but just in character, being unhostile, you know that you're charmed.
Right. Well, I need to get going.
I mean, probably going to the same place. We'll just follow you or something.
Yeah, I guess we'll just follow behind him.
Yeah.
I suppose so then.
You know, you
Follow
probably didn't have to jump straight
Warm
to charming
skins.
him. Just saying.
And then I'm gonna turn around and
Yeah.
continue through the double-decker doors behind me.
Okay.
I follow behind Luke.
Wait, does he have a torch in his hand?
Yes, I've got a
Yes.
torch.
I'm gonna shove the torch into Ethan's hand and pull out my quarterstaff.
I take it.
Master-slave
Prep.
relationship.
Pretty sure I'm the only person who
Okay.
doesn't need it, but yeah, I take it.
Right. So you like how close together are you? Just traveling together now? Like
I'd let him go like 10 feet ahead, and then me and Ethan are probably together.
Yeah, I'd
I
go behind
wouldn't
Luke.
have like specifically sped up, so if they tried to catch up to 10 feet behind, I wouldn't have changed anything.
Also, sorry, just double checking you haven't said your names yet, so I should refer to you as
We
anonymous.
haven't.
I haven't said my name.
That's fine. Sasha, your character, as you pass through these doors, they open up into a very wide room. It spans on either side about 30 foot from the part that you're currently at. There is a small like indent that you're currently in, which is only about like 50 foot wide, like, you know, one side to the other. But this then opens out into another bit, which is another 30 foot. Did I say 50? Sorry. 25 foot side to side, opens up into another bit, and then that other bit is an extra 30 foot either side. So in total, 95 foot.
Yeah.
95? That's a lie.
So
85.
exact measurements don't matter too much.
Yeah.
Just give the general size of the room.
Inside
Large
of this room, it's pretty dark, so it's hard for you to light up the whole place, and you can't exactly see the other side of the walls. In terms of the appearance of it, it's pretty similar to the door on the outside that you met. The walls and floors all seem to be fairly bronzed. It's quite a dull color.
Is it similar to my other place that I was at?
Yeah, it's quite similar. The architecture's slightly different here, but there's like a general
Are there any markings?
samey. No, there aren't. There's a lot of like patterny sort of shapes, quite jagged, but there are no like explicit, you know, writings and such.
Can I copy down those shapes on some parchment?
Yeah, sure. I'm assuming you have like something out.
Yeah, I probably would.
I'm gonna shout out loud, Tremor! Tremor, you here? As loud as I possibly can.
Your voice echoes a fair amount in this room due to its size, but you get no response back. In fact, as you get closer forwards, you can then your torch starts to light up the other side of the room. I just realized I got the wrong map open, but they're both the same map. Sorry. There you go. And on the other side, you can see another door similar to one you just came through. This one is completely shut, however, and you see two sort of semi-cylindrical shapes jutting out of the wall on either side of it. They're like about 15 foot from either side of the door. And then you hear a sound as they get lit up. You hear a clunk, and then a sort of gentle grinding, which gradually gets more eerie to hear. And then you notice that...
Moving.
Sorry?
Are the tubes moving, the pillars?
Yeah, you notice that actually there's like an indent sort of thing at the top and the bottom, and in the middle it's sort of sliding around like a sort of weird door. And inside you can see, very dimly lit from your torch right now, 2 figures.
All of us.
Can I go up closer and try to take a look at either of them to see if they're dragonborn?
As you get closer, one of the figures steps out. There's a very loud clunk as its foot hits the floor. The second figure just falls out. Straight out on the floor, face planting. As you get closer to the figure, you see it's not dragonborn at all in its appearance. It's about 6 foot tall. And it doesn't appear to be of any organic nature. In fact, it's like somewhat similar to your skin in terms of its like metallic sheen. But this appears to be some sort of construct made of a similar brassy bronze material as the surroundings.
You there, you have sentience? I'm looking for Dragonborn Priest. Has he been here? And I'm going to point at him.
What is going
Without
on?
drawing my shirt.
I whisper to it.
This construct's head like slowly turns towards you, but as it does, it makes like a very scratchy, rough noise, like it's not almost as if it's not supposed to turn in that way. As it meets you, you notice that it's missing one of its entire arms, like just gone. And
The arm wooden.
No, it's not. Yeah, there's just no arm there in that place. And you see like a lot of like sort of dents in it. Like all around, like it looks pretty battered right now. And as it like matches and links with you, it reaches over its back and pulls out a large sphere. And I'd like you all to roll initiative.
Hi!
This is not good.
Right, what were your initiatives?
Put it
30-20.
No.
in roll dice. 12.
No, 12.
I've
Okay.
got really impressive, like a really, really impressive amount of hit points.
Yeah. Luke,
Yep.
what do you want to do?
I'm going to walk up directly in front of it, hold out my wooden arm, press it onto it, and then cast Frostbite directly into it.
Okay.
So it must make a con save.
Did you just go into melee range?
This creature doesn't want me to find the temple's secrets. It must perish.
That's a 20 succeed. Not Nat.
Hey.
I got lucky.
So it does absolutely nothing. It just kind of like freezes it a little bit and it does nothing.
Okay. Sasha, your turn.
That didn't bode well.
What temple secrets are you looking for? I'm going to say as I sprint up behind him and try to stab this thing. I don't have any of my fancy stuff yet, do I? I've just got smack and smack harder. Right, yeah, and try to hit it with a short sword. It's a 15 hit.
Does.
Yay! I'll roll damage. Oh, and fucking 4 piercing.
Okay. Yeah, this thing. As you like strike against it, you hit like the side of the arm where it doesn't have anything, and you hit it, and it makes like a loud rattling sound as if like you've like grievously damaged this thing pretty much. It's not very stable at all.
More damage.
And now as it's like holding onto its spear with one hand rather than being much more of like a steady sort of thing, it's now started like going like, but it's still standing.
Seems very stable. You're not much of Temple Guardian, are you?
What is going on?
Is that the end of your turn, Sasha?
Yeah. There's nothing else. Actually, wait, do I have a bonus action? I don't think I do. Oh no, I can do an unarmed strike. When you use an attack action with an unarmed strike or monk weapon on your turn, you can make one. I have that already. Sweet, I can make another unarmed strike then. I'll roll to hit.
Yeah.
13.
It doesn't hit.
Aw. I tried to punch it in the face. And fail.
Oh.
Okay. Right. Where are we? Okay. Ethan, your turn.
Wow, this thing rolled awful.
It did. It rolled really bad.
That's the... Okay, so you will see as I hold up my hand that the veins in the eyes, the color in my eyes changes to this red as fire then shoots from my hand, and I will just firebolt it because that's pretty much all I can do. Wow, just an 11 hit.
No, you just miss like straight past it and hit the wall.
To
Anything
reveal
else?
a threatening painting on the back wall that shows it expanding after its death or something.
I will just kind of like shakily start backing up and going, this what exactly is this thing?
Well, I can see why you need training.
Hey, I didn't see you do anything.
I ignore him.
Right. So now it's this thing's turn, and Sasha, you're the nearest one to it. With its one hand, it brings the spear right over its head and attempts to slash at you. I have a lot of tabs.
Does a 35 hit your AC?
No, I need to see the modifier. Oh,
What is my AC? Well, my AC is not terrible just yet.
it's alright.
Probably better than mine.
Does a 14 hit your AC?
Matches.
Okay, it hits. That's really not there. I have so many tabs, it's horrible. Right. You are going to take...
Your entire hit points damage.
No,
This pill. Open your mouth.
that's not... I accidentally rolled a d20 for damage, whoops. That's not right.
That really would fucking kill me.
Yeah.
Guys, this is a good campaign.
You take 5 slashing damage from this thing.
Jesus.
As the spear just like gashes you right across your cloth on your chest.
Ah, you fucking cunt. Well, that was out of accent.
The other one that you saw just like face plant out of your thing, you hear it sort of like whir to life almost. And you hear like a horrible scraping, like nails on a chalkboard, as it starts dragging itself across the floor using its 2 hands. You notice that it's only got a singular leg as it gets closer to you. And Omeric, you are the next, I presume, after you cast your spell. It's going to attempt to swipe at your leg.
Okay.
With its hand. There's an 18 hit.
Yeah. That's fine.
Dun dun dun.
Doesn't it?
You take 4 slashing damage from this thing as it gashes your shin.
You're being nibbled at by the crawler.
That's the end of its turn. I'm going pretty lucky with these rolls.
Wouldn't it be awesome if we died in session 0?
Roll max damage every turn. Your turn. Omeric.
Okay.
Luke. Whoops. Don't something there.
On my screen, I'm above you, so I was a bit confused there.
Now.
Yeah, so I've... What's the matter, buddy?
Hang on, I'm just looking at a spell.
No worries.
Come on, back. I will once again cast Frostbite on the one that's already been damaged. But am I melee range right now?
You're a melee range of the one that's just crawled up to you. You're slightly further. Honestly, up to you. Do you think you got all the way towards it?
Would I literally like press my hand?
Oh,
on it?
yeah. Then you're a melee range of both of them. You got one at your shins and one in front of you.
I'm going to. I think I'm going to have to cast Frostbite again on this man. So can you make a con save?
Mhm.
I bet you they have really high con, and I'm going to fail every time.
That's a 6.
Okay,
Yo.
he fails. Finally. So now he must. He takes a d6 of cold damage. So I will roll that quickly.
This is the one right in front of you, right?
Yep. Does that add modifiers?
No. Don't think it does.
Fuck's sake. 1 damage.
Wait, 1d6?
Yeah.
Is it like a cone or a single target?
Single target.
It does add. I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was
Oh no, that's the hit. Sorry, no, that's the hit thing. It's not damage. No.
But
How
it
much
now
is
has. It now
It
has
took 1 damage.
disadvantage on
Oh.
its next weapon attack roll. Before the end of its next turn.
Okay, yeah, all good. Sasha, your turn.
Can I take... I'm gonna do the same thing I did last turn, but can I take the bonus action punch first and then do the sword attack?
Sure.
Sweet. I go to punch the one wielding the spear in front of me. Does a 21 hit?
Yeah. Mate, you
That's
can be
a
the
martial
Gumby of this
class.
campaign.
That does 3 bludgeoning as I punch it in the face.
Right, how do you want to do this?
I want to do a punch and like just stop right before it hits, and then the airwaves kill it.
Not quite that comical, but you like don't even punch it with that much effort, and its head just like fucking falls off, right off, clean, and it falls to the floor, and it's like sort of crumbling.
It
And its
seems
limbs.
Batman has nothing on Might of the Dragon. And then I'm going to turn around to the other one and try stab it with my sword.
Sure.
And that is a 6. It
Uh,
was almost a
no.
20.
does not hit.
Bastard.
Ethan, your turn.
With my hand still out from the last one, I'm going to look at the one on the floor and go, ah, the other one's alive, and shoot a firebolt at that. Because I have no damaging spells. Yo, 15.
I don't have damaging
That does
spells
hit.
either, so don't worry.
That does hit, you say?
Hmm?
He takes 5 fire damage.
Okay, yeah, you like strike this thing like right in the neck in like a critical point, and it sort of catches alight, but you still see a tiny sliver of life still in it.
Yeah, that's my turn, I think, yes. Yes.
Luke
Yep.
does a
That's where Luke gets
12
snapped. I
hit.
need.
Does a 12 hit?
yeah.
It does not.
As this thing is on fire, like it attempts to swing at you, but its arm just like stiffens up before it even gets to hit you,
Okay.
and then its arm just falls, but it's still like chugging along slightly. Luke, your turn.
Can I get my quarterstaff and just slam it down on its head?
Yeah.
We'll see. What do you add to quarterstaff? Strength or dex?
It's finesse, so you get a choose. Oh, yeah, I think so.
You get to choose.
Am I proficient at it?
If you started with it, if it was
You
a
are.
starting item you got, you probably would
You're
be.
a druid, you are.
There's a 10 here.
No,
Oh.
it's actually your turn. Unless Luke's
Yeah.
got anything else he wants to do.
I don't.
I'm going to try stab it with a sword again.
Go on.
19.
Yeah, that's
And then shit damage. 5 piercing.
how do you want to do it?
Just skewer it to the floor.
Yeah, you just like where Omeric tried to like bring his staff down and hit it in the head, it just like went and missed it. He just hit the floor. You then do the same thing, but you just impale it right through the head, and it does the same thing, and it just clunks slowly apart, and it just stops moving. And the fire dies down. That's the end of combat.
What are those? Anybody care to explain? Because I quite frankly have no idea what's going on.
Guards, are they not?
Clearly, they're guarding the secrets of this temple.
Yeah, okay. But
Just expect it to move forward. Come on. The first step of a great mage.
okay, yeah, sure, whatever. Let's go. I'm not
Good, I'm
afraid.
planning on robbing this temple.
Hey, I'm just following this guy.
Very good.
Okay, I just
We
need
do
to
not mind visitors.
double
We do
check
mind
something.
robbery, though.
Can I cast Goodberry by the way?
Sure.
I'm gonna cast it and then eat 4.
Okay. So in front of you is this door, similar to the one that you entered through. However, you notice something different about the front of it. Where there would be like a seam down like the middle, the seam sort of curves. It goes down, and then it hits a point, and it goes round, and it forms a square. So there's like a big square panel in the middle, about your eye height. Laid into this square panel is a 3x3 grid of sorts, of like these panels, might be a good way to put it. So it's, like a noughts and crosses grid, sort of like that. It just in the middle of the
3x3.
The color of the panels is a slightly lighter shade, so it's more of like a yellowy, almost. What would you like to do?
I'm going to stride forward and is every panel the like same color?
Currently they are all like a dim yellow.
I'm gonna push the one in the middle down.
Okay. As you do this, you don't actually it doesn't actually push down. When you touch it, it feels like a sort of glassy substance, and you see like a ripple effect from where your finger touched it. The panel then starts to glow, and it turns to a green, and you see like a yellow sort of glow emanating from under where your finger is. The other panels around it, they'll turn to an orange.
I think I'm gonna press the top right corner.
As you lift your finger to press the top right corner, all the panels go back to their original state of a dim yellow, and the yellow glow from under your finger stops. And then when you press the top right, yes?
Yeah.
Top right one goes green. There's a yellow color under your finger. The rest of them go orange. And you're still holding your finger on the panel.
How big are the panels?
About that big each.
Oh, okay.
Not massive. They're like yeah.
Is there anything else in this room?
It's pretty dark, so you can look around if you'd like. I'd like you to roll. Actually, no, you don't need to roll. There is a doorway on either side of this room if you're like gonna walk around it with your torch. It's pretty desolate. But there's a doorway on either side. Oh god, my computer's closed on all my tabs. On either side. The doors are shut, but these doors are like a lot smaller. These are like the more traditional doors you think you would see for someone of your height.
Not 7 foot.
They're about 6 foot-ish. They are made of like the same sort of bronzed with the etchings, and it's all pretty fancy. They're shut.
Right.
I'm
Can
gonna-
I try push one of them?
You
Oh,
go.
Which one do you have to push? The one on the eastern side or the western side? No, you came in through the north part. I'll say that. There's one on the
right, then east.
east, right? Yes. So you open this up, and this room too is pretty barren. There are a few shelves, like on the left and the right side of this room. It's like the wall in front of you is almost immediate, and then it stretches a bit on either side to match the same size as the other room. There are a few shelves. Shelves are pretty barren. There's not really much on them. Roll perception if you're looking around for things.
I
Where's
roll
my perception?
I'll have one of you roll perception
Fucking
if you want.
5.
Okay, 5. You see a small wooden plate. And there's a copper piece in the middle of it. And there's a wooden spoon on the right.
Like with what, they're eating metal.
Yummy.
I'm gonna pick up the copper piece.
You die.
Is there anything else you want to do?
What is it, like a bit of money, or is it just a bit of copper?
It's just one copper piece. You can just add it to your money.
Penny pinching
I will
time.
grab one of. I will cautiously pick up the hand of one of the things that we just killed.
Mhm.
Start dragging it over, and put its finger in the middle of the panel and see if it does anything different.
Does the exact same thing it did for Sasha's character. That panel in the middle goes green.
Okay.
All the others around it go orange. There's a yellow glow emanating from under the finger. And then
I
when you
will
release
try
the
and
finger-
move some of its fingers. They start pressing other buttons, and then using my hands, I will try and press the rest of them.
As you move its finger,
No, I
line...
keep its finger on it. Like, oh, you
you're
okay?
keeping its...
I want to
I
put
was
the
just gonna
other
say,
fingers
you're-
on, and then try and cover. I want to basically use the robot's the thing's fingers and my fingers to press all the buttons at the same time.
Okay. So when you place one of your fingers on like one part, and then the next finger's placed on another part, whether it be yours or the robot's, a line is drawn, like a direct line between those two parts. So you're starting in the middle. Where's the next part going? Where's the next finger? Which bit is it going on?
Jesus.
Just probably to the right of it, and then I'd probably go below, and then I'd start just probably working my way
Okay.
around.
So yeah, as you go right, the line joins over to the right, and then both the panels that the line's on are now green. And then you say you go down,
Yeah.
and then you go down. So now there appears to be two lines,
Yeah.
and now this like right angle. All of the ones it's touching are green, the others are orange.
So it's like signing into an Android phone.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay,
So
I will
where's it go
continue
from
doing
there?
it,
And to
just
do
going
the-
around,
the G.
basically.
Okay, you just keep doing this randomly until you reach 4 lines, and once there are 4 lines drawn, the like no matter what you're touching, the panel just fades back to the yellow. The line disappears.
Okay.
Well, you seem to be making progress. And
Yeah.
then I'm going to stroll over to the other side of the room after saying that immediately to open the other door.
I don't know if I've like illustrated the way the panel looks well enough.
It's a 3x3 grid, basically.
Yeah,
And you can get 4
Um,
lines.
pretty much.
Okay.
I will also say that the grid doesn't end at the edge of the panel. There's like the way it's cut, it slightly extends over the border, you know,
Okay.
if that makes sense. So the outer one seems slightly larger. What were you doing, Sasha?
I was just opening the other door,
Okay.
the western one.
You want to roll perception in here then?
More perception checks. I've got such a good history with these. 11.
You enter this room. It's pretty similar to the last one. There's shelves on the right. On the left side, you see a large pile of rubble, almost like blocking off that side. It's like the ceiling above it, you notice, has been like punctured almost, like something dug through it, and there's just a massive pile of rubble just blocking that part.
Does it look like there's anything other than this rubble in the room?
No.
Well, they haven't been taking very good care of this place, have they? And then I'm going to come out and go look at what Ethan's doing.
On the pad, top
Yeah.
left, down to the bottom, top right,
Mhm.
along, and then down to bottom right.
As you do this, all of the panels light up green. The door
What? I don't
clicks,
get it.
You
And
use
then-
4 lines to touch every grid quite a bit, basically.
and then it slowly opens on itself.
There you go. Prove my usefulness. Now,
Well done, apprentice. I'm very proud.
If you want me to, I can send it to you, Luke, what it looks like if you don't have it in your head quite.
Yeah, send it.
Right, send it.
I do just put it in general.
It's a
I just put
3x3
the answer.
grid.
You solved it, yeah.
So I went. So you go along at the top and then down, and then you go through. No, so you start at the top, you go down, you go through the middle, and you go back to where you started, and then back down to the one bit you haven't got yet.
Oh wait, actually, Ethan, the way you phrased that, you might not have had it there.
No,
There.
because you go up,
No,
down,
take axes.
along.
Wait,
that.
wait.
No.
You go down.
Yeah,
and then
to get the one
you
with the
just-
3 on the side, and you go up to the corner.
Yeah.
And you go back. You got the one at the top. Because
Yeah.
oh wait, hang on, no, I did it in my head, and I described it the wrong way around.
Yeah. Sorry, you've missed the center, right?
Yeah, no, I did it in my. Hang on.
Sorry. Retcon what I just said about the door. You got close because you missed one, which was the center.
I did it
right.
before. What did I do?
You missed. I know what you've done. You missed the center right.
Hang on.
Do you want me to like get a visual representation?
No,
of this?
I know what it looks like. I just got to work it out in my head.
I don't know what it looks like.
So yeah, sorry, it's a bit. I don't paint. I like paint. What color should I pick? Sorry for any viewers having a horrible time visualizing this. Okay, right. Let me screen share this.
Eventually.
Sorry about that. I thought Ethan had it, but I realized he got a little bit wrong. Right, can you see my awesome
Yeah.
grid? Okay, right. Let me get the line. This is the yellow line. This is what you can draw. Like, that's not yellow. The fu-
Yeah, it is.
You set the secondary color to
That's yellow. There we go. Right. So you see, you can draw a line like that.
Okay.
Every time the line goes across one, it makes them green. Once you've
Okay.
drawn 4 lines, the line always like touches the last one. It disappears and it resets.
What?
Okay.
You can only draw
So-
4 lines total.
Look, 1 line,
Yeah.
2 lines, 3 lines, 4 lines. You're missing these 2, and then it resets.
Okay.
So these ones are orange. These ones would be green. Did I get the visual representation in advance? My bad.
Odd logic puzzles. This is take us months.
I always miss 1. It's really annoying. Because
What? Can you start from any square?
You can start from anywhere. Yeah, you can start from anywhere you like.
can you draw it in such a way that when you go diagonally across 2, it covers 3?
Maybe.
One.
Like,
Say where you want me to like place the line. the
okay,
first
so
line.
top left.
On the square.
Yeah, go along to the right. Then go down
How far down?
to the bottom. So this is just seeing like proof of concept. Go then from the bottom back to the bottom left. And then can you draw the one in the bottom left in such a way that it touches the 2 missing?
No.
Okay.
Oh. I mean, I can't flat out tell you, but there is a way.
Can you do it from the middle row there, across to the left? With the other part of Ethan's one. So like going from... So if I've already drawn a line down, can I continue from it? Like if I went from top right to bottom right, can I then go from middle right to the far left?
Do we have to? The lines have to be touching where they were originally.
Yes, you can't do that.
Can't do midway.
But you can do like this, you know?
Okay.
They don't have to loop background, but they all have to be touching. Or like not like so you can't do that. You can do that.
Okay.
That makes sense. I can give you a tip if you need.
Oh, it's something that you have to go outside the square, don't you?
You see the answer reflecting in my eyes. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, rude.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so top left.
Yep.
Go past the go along, but go past the grid. Can you go out off the grid?
Yeah.
and then go down in such a way that it gets middle right and bottom middle. So it goes through those two, yeah? But then it also has to go past the grid underneath the bottom left one.
Like that?
Yeah, then go up
How far?
to the back to where you started.
Back, all the way back there?
Yeah, and then go diagonally down the other two.
1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. All the
The
pan-
personality of a muskrat. I hate this puzzle.
What?
It's giving me nightmares logging into
You
my
asked if you
Samsung.
could, in fairness, Sasha asked if you could place it in the boxes, and I said you could place it anywhere. The door clicks, same as before. It opens slowly out towards you guys, and inside you see a small platform in the middle with a intruded, not extruded, the opposite of it, you know,
Inset.
inset square sort of plate. There's like a lot of ornate carvings. I'm gonna say that about a lot of things. And in the corner of each of the plate is a chain. So there's 4 chains, and they all just go straight up, and you just can't see where they go up. They like go into the ceiling and just like up past that. And there's a lever to the right of the plate, left for you guys actually, to the left of the plate.
Is there anything else in this room?
Like a Dark Souls elevator.
It's yeah, like literally like that. It's like a pretty small room, and it looks like it's just got a big switch and a plate with some chains.
Is there another plate in the middle of the plate?
No, there isn't.
Stand
There's-
on.
Is the plate big enough to fit 3 people?
Yes, I can actually get that. Now I can close the puzzle. It is 15 foot by 15 foot. It's pretty
What
big.
an odd contraption.
I'm assuming we just stand on it or something.
Perhaps.
Oh,
Let's try.
what's your name, friend? Gesturing towards Sasha's character. We haven't properly spoken.
You can call me Vonk.
Vonk?
Yes, that's me. And you are?
Gray. Gray Oswald. And I'll hold
Ray
out
the
a hand.
Warm Skin. Very good.
Sure.
I shake it as hard as I can.
I'm taking 1 bludgeoning damage. No.
Attempt to break a bone. And you are, Mr. Woodman? Semi-warm skin.
Are you speaking to me?
Who else would I be speaking to? The floor?
You don't need to know my name. Sorry.
This is Omeric.
Very good.
I look back at you.
I don't like this warm skin. You're fine. This one, he's snarky.
That's a pretty good way of putting it, actually.
And then I'm going to go stand on the elevator with my arms crossed.
I shall follow.
Yeah, so.
Okay,
on it.
you're all standing on it.
Can I smack the lever with my quarterstaff whilst on it?
Yeah. Roll. Let's
Roll to
say
hit.
roll strength. No, roll strength with it.
Oh, well,
See the force you hit it with.
mate, I'm looking like an utter buffoon. Oh, fuck's sake, 6.
Yeah, you like hit it, but this
I've done nothing but fail everything I've done.
this lever is like pretty stiff. Like you'd actually have to grab it and go shrunk rather than just go tap it with a.
Vonk will do it. And then I'm going to walk off the elevator and go pull the lever as hard as I can.
Okay, roll
To the
strength.
point that I'm trying to snap it.
Don't snap it.
17.
Okay, yeah, you don't quite snap it, but you like heave it and it goes shrunk, and then the chains start rolling, and you hear like a as it goes down. You're not standing on it, Vonk.
I'm gonna quickly run back and hop on the elevator.
Okay, like the lever's right next to it, so you just jump down a like 5-10 foot pit, 5 foot.
Break my legs. Shatter into pieces.
That's where I'll leave you guys off for now.
Yo,
Took a lot longer than I thought.
only took 2
Yeah, that's 'cause
hours and
we
50 minutes.
Fucking Android phone puzzle.
In like 3 hours because Sasha included. But you did pretty good.
Right. Do you need to do
Other
Connor?
Yeah.
Then?
Connor's in.
When do we change our names? When it's everyone knows names.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
So not too far off. Just hold off a little
Vonk
bit.
is a great name.
Vonk wasn't going to be Russian until this morning when I was. I think I like fucking was practicing an Irish accent, and I started with Corin, and then I just did Russian, and then just fucking alright.
Hello everybody, I hope you enjoyed the first part, because the second part's about to begin as soon as I finish talking. Now, this is the mid-roll, this is going to start happening now, there's nothing you can do to stop it. So, I was going to explain the music. So, the campaign theme, much like the pirate one for the previous campaign, is a great song, not going to say the name because it's a spoiler, but it's in the description. It's by, and I apologise because I'm going to pronounce your name wrong, Nicholas Kumasov, I want to say. There's Facebook and Twitter in the description. So there's also a link to the song. The background music which has been playing is from Tabletop Audio. Their website and Twitter are also in the description. They make great 10-minute loops designed for, when you're playing D&D games or other tabletop games. This mid-roll thing was, if we ever get to the point where we're sponsored, this would be where I would say it. Otherwise I will shut up and the second part can start now, which will involve the other two players who haven't been seen yet.
Today it is early morning, and you are sat in your quarters. You've woken up about an hour ago. You're sort of just getting ready and stuff, putting on your armor and such. And you have just received a message from a courier that your higher up, Captain Ravose, R-A-V-O-S-E.
R-A-V-O-S-E.
S-E.
Yep.
Has requested your presence in his office for debriefing on your next assignment.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna head over there. So.
Connor, as your character's sat in the office, the man walks back through and is like, "Oh yes, we've got someone coming. Just wait here a bit. They shouldn't be long. We're pretty efficient here." And Sam, as you reach this part of the tower where you know the captain's office is, what would you like to do?
Well, I'll step in to the office, I guess. Yeah, that's what I was requested.
Oh, hello! Here he is. This is the man who will be accompanying you.
Oh! Greetings, yeah.
Right. Olog. Oh, sorry, we should introduce our names. As everyone knows, I'm Captain Ravose, and we've got Olog right here in this chair. And Olog, this knight is Yun.
Yun.
You're not rather. Nice to meet you.
Bonjour, Yun.
Yun, come, take a seat. Olog will explain to you what's been going on, what he needs assistance with.
Explain away.
Oh,
Sorry to do this
okay,
twice.
so, basically, I live in this little kind of village they called Godeker, and as of late, we've been having these magical storms like lightning and all that shit. And basically, I traveled over here to find a solution. I talked. You know this mining village? What is its name? Own.
You would have
Oh,
heard
yes.
of this. No?
Yeah, I know this place.
Yes, I traveled to there, and basically, this man said, "Oh, over there, over these mountains, is this magic in this ruin, and yes, you can solve all your village's problems, but c'est un petit peu dangereux." D'accord, so I need basically some help.
So, you're telling me that there's this magical storm that's going on in where you
Yeah,
live?
oui.
You travel to find a solution?
Oui, oui.
And
To dispel
this magic.
this magic. Oui.
And in Own, you were told there was a place you could find something to fix this?
Oui. Oui.
And you need my help to acquire it.
it's petit peu. It's very very dangerous ruin. It's passing
No,
the
I do not
mountain.
worry of the dangers.
Oui, so that's why I need a petit peu d'aide, bit of help.
Yeah, of course. This is what we do here. Well, what is this? Do you know this artifact you're after, or whatever this is we're trying to retrieve, and where it is?
I was not given many more details. Just that there'd be this magic ruin. I think it would become apparent when we arrive and explore
Arrive where? Exactly.
at the ruin.
But I know
And,
this ruin that you're on about. I mean, does it have a name? This ruin?
You do not know what it is. You've just been told whereabouts to go, where the people who found it were at the time. They should have like a camp or something, presuming they're from a mining expedition.
I mean, we can always go back to own, just interrogate a little bit further and just find.
Yes. Well, that is certainly a possibility. You do know the way to this place. If you don't know the name, I presume.
Yes, I'm certain.
Well, it's good enough for me.
Right. Well, as for transport, we have obviously Jin. You have your applied horse from the Blades.
Cool.
Olog, do you have your own, or are you going to be needing to share Yun's horse? Presuming your height doesn't matter too much for it, right?
Well, you can see me sitting down, but actually, I'm very short. In terms of height, I am actually, if you put into a measurement, to be about 3'4".
Oh right.
So I don't really.
Sorry, I forgot to say. If you want, you can
about-
you can describe your character's appearance completely if you would like. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Do you want to
Okay.
go first, or?
Yeah, if you want.
Oh, okay. I'll go first then.
Sorry.
No, I asked if you wanted to go first, but it's all good. It's all good. Well, you can basically just see, like, you can't see my face or anything, but I'm in a silver and light blue kind of chainmail armor with plates and like a sort of a helmet with slits in it, like slats. So I can see through. Lots of kind of like draped cloth, which is blue color. A shield on my back, great sword on my back as well. I haven't turned around yet, but there's a symbol of a koi carp turning to the left on the shield.
Yeah.
As you've probably seen around in this office a little bit as well, considering it's the sort
Yeah.
of, this logo. Cyprian. Yeah, you can't see my face, but I'm just sort of clad in this armor with great blue stuff, like cloth, silver bits. 6'8" tall, so I'm quite a bit taller than you are.
6'8". You're like double my height.
Yeah. Quite slender. Yeah, that's kind of it, really. So I've already
Cool.
got it
So I'm
down.
just writing that down.
Hope you got a good image there.
Oh wow, that's very cool. Sam's the tall character for this campaign. Okay, yeah, and I'm all right. So for me, I'm sitting down, and can't speak. I'm a rock gnome, so very very short. 3'4". Quite very small with like electric green eyes, brown skin, and like like dark grey hair, but with a very neat beard. So if you imagine like almost like like a Doctor Strange kind of beard.
Yeah.
Like one of those, but just like dark grey. Yeah, and in terms of clothes, it's like they're just kind of basic robes really, but they're all in like dark grey, and with like a almost like a lightning stitching in like bright yellow that you can see on that, and underneath the robes I'm wearing like a yellow yellow like under whatever it is,
like undergarment.
Undershirt. Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. And then I've got I've just got like a quarter off my back, and if I leant forward, probably when I shook your hand, you can see like a concealed like small knife and a rod. like in the inside of my room.
Okay.
So yeah,
Cool.
that's sort of Olog.
Right, I've only just found that I've got a horse. So I'm gonna name it. Hold on.
It's not your horse per se. It still belongs to the blades, but you can.
Yeah. I mean, like, okay, does it have a name then? Or do you want me to come up with a name?
You can come up with a name if you'd like.
All right, it's gonna be Sokudo, Sokudo, which is Japanese for speed.
Okay.
Oh.
Right.
Nice.
So, the captain says, "Right. As for supplies, I'm presuming everyone has something they need. If you need food, you can pop down to the kitchen. They probably have some spare rations. If you need like ropes and such, hopefully you have those. We may be able to supply some, but if you take the main path, you shouldn't come into much need of them."
Yeah, I think that we might be okay on that front.
How long do you estimate the journey to be, my good friend?
Well, it took me a few days from just a bit. Well, it's a little bit past from where I'm from, so I'd say about maybe 4 or 5 days, from what I can recall.
That's accurate.
Okay. Just in case we had lost or as such, or experienced some kind of hiccup, I think it'd be best to bring maybe 2 weeks of rations per person, one for the way there, one the way back, sort of thing.
I think that might be adequate. We can always forage, but so it's nicer to have your own rations, eh?
Right. I'll write down a small slip for 4 weeks of rations. Just hand this over to one of the people in the supply rooms or the kitchen. They should get you sorted with them.
Of course.
Alright.
And he hands you the small slip.
I'll fetch the rations, I suppose, and I'll meet you back at the stables, I suppose.
Okay,
I
I shall. If I can ever find the stables, that is.
I'm sure there'll be someone to guide you.
Oh, look, if you haven't, I don't know how long you've been in this city for. They are just located outside the main area, near the main pathway. You must have travelled down that, right?
Oh, I think I might have passed by it. I can't remember. I wasn't really paying attention.
Right. So, if you don't want to roleplay the ration getting, because it's pretty simple, you can just add on that each of you have 2 weeks of rations right now.
Okay.
2 weeks rations, bro.
Right.
Can this work?
Which route on the map would you take? So, Oleg, you know that the place that you want to go, the mining expedition, is see the mountain range in the top right of the map.
Yep.
It sort of goes round this valley, and then the valley's like got a thick mist over it, so most people don't travel down there. And there's a pathway that goes around. So see the first mountain on the left of where the valley splits it.
Yeah.
There's a pathway on the inner side that goes up and around. It's fairly steep, and to the right side, it's just like nearly a straight drop. Not straight, but it's the side of the mountain.
Vertical, yeah.
And then on the other side, on your left side, would be just a steep bit to the peak. The pathway you're on, it's wide enough to fit one horse. It's not treacherous. It's pretty stable. But with the steep drop in mind, this isn't a pathway people often travel. Right. So, it's about a 3-day journey to get to the base of the mountains if you're traveling, and then resting at nights and such.
Yeah.
This is just traveling, so if you don't mind, it's just sort of skipping through things because and you arrive at the mountain and you go up around the side, and then the path just sort of continues all the way around the inner bit at a certain level, and you reach a point where the expedition is, and there's like a not quite carved, but like a flatter area, still a little rough, with some tents set up. You see like a campfire in the middle, and then there's like a few people, mixture of like humans and dwarves, and there's a tunnel that leads into one of the peaks, like a fairly large tunnel. In terms of like measurement, like 5 by 5, like 5 meter diameter, probably.
Yeah. Okay. So
what would you like to do?
Yeah. So we'll
Okay.
have arrived.
should we? Do you reckon we should approach the what is the expedition they set up there?
Yes, of course.
All
You
right.
have to fill me in on a few more details though, with who these people are exactly.
I believe that they are the expeditioners that tried to excavate the ruin. I think that's who first discovered it. I think.
They're trying to excavate it to acquire this relic as well.
I'm not sure about their motives, but I think they all originate from own. So I guess we should just ask them what they're doing.
Yes, of course.
I guess we should just go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go up to the group of people there, and
Can we see like a leader or anything?
You see a dwarf with a fancy little hat on. It's like a
Fancy hat.
yeah. It's like
It's a
a
leader.
leathery sort of helmet, but it's got some nice like metal edge bits. And he also has some like nice jewelry in his beard, like rings and such.
He's. I see. You see that that gnome over there with the fancy one over there. I think he is their dwarf gnome. They're both the same. Let's just approach him.
of course. Yeah, just go and approach him.
Yeah.
Greetings.
Hello.
I am Yun of the Blades of Cypria. I've come to inquire. What are you doing here exactly?
We miners. You must know us. Oh,
Yes, but
how else are you here?
mining?
we want to be mining. Just various metals and jewels. You know,
You haven't heard anything of a relic, have you?
not relic doesn't ring a bell, but we've if you're here for that ruin, like the temple-y sort of building, that's down the shaft. We haven't looked at that yet. We're not the type equipped for it.
There's a temple in here.
It might be. I'm not educated on the matter of the differences between them. It's all the same to me, you know.
Is there someone who could give me more information about this ruin?
Not as we've had here. We might get some people over here at some point, but we're still trying to figure out what to do with it. We've just sort of dug around it and just continuing looking for things.
Excuse me, but is there any way to get inside?
Yes, we on our expedition, the tunnel just sort of goes into the mountain, and we hit a solid surface. The surface is pretty shiny. It's like a bronze sort of, and we dug through it. We picked through it. It took a long time to do so, but the inside wasn't what we were expecting. There's not really much of jewelry, that sort of thing on the surface. So we just sort of ignored it and just went around. It's very like a dull metal, not the type that we're looking for.
Did you notice anything magical about it or that sort?
I'm not like equipped in the arcane at all. You could probably pull like a coin from behind your ear and tell me that's magic, and I'd believe it.
I see. Well,
Such as this coin? I'm gonna pull one out.
He has a pretty gobsmacked expression on his face.
yes, it's very funny. However, we have a mission to attend to. Now tell me, is there some kind of safe entrance into this area we could, or will it have to be mined further, or?
We don't have a safe entrance per se, other than the one that we've just struck straight through the ceiling. You could probably drop down there with like a rope or something.
So you actually cracked a hole in the roof and
Yes, took a long time, but you can head on down and have a look if you want.
Yes, I think we will be doing that.
If there are any jewels and such in there, we may take a cut just because we are the ones who found it and we dug the hole. But
Only if Cypria wills it, I'm afraid.
okay, I'll have a think about that.
Very well.
Well, if you don't mind, I guess wouldn't hurt having a look around.
I'm gonna head out. I'm just gonna leave this conversation and head towards the cave entrance.
Yeah, sure.
Let's have a boogie down.
It's dark in here. There aren't any torches or anything like lined across the walls. So what you see inside is just darkness.
Do I have
I have a torch. I can. Yeah.
Oh no, I thought I had a. No, I don't have that cantrip. Nope, that's cool.
I'm gonna light a torch and hand it to you and say, "Take this." Just hold on to it. Thank you. Yeah. So now we've got light. I'm gonna head down.
Cool.
Right. So yeah, you head down this tunnel. It's pretty crudely dug. The edges are like rather jaggedy, and the surface is kind of steep yet crumbly, if that's the right word. Slippery in the sense where the rocks fall from your feet.
Yeah.
You head down for about 6 minutes. This tunnel doesn't really have a sense of direction. It sort of just turns randomly. It seems like the people mining here didn't really know what they were doing. They just sort of mined wherever. And you eventually reach a point where there's like a large opening in the tunnel where they've excavated more. And you see set up, still no lights, some crates, like a few ropes, like a few pickaxes, like 1 or 2, and then the tunnel just continues on ahead. The floor where this is all set up on is like a nice brassy bronze copper sort of colour. Similarly to how he described, it's very dull, it's not too reflective. Obviously it's covered in dust and such from the excavations. And in a part of it you see this hole. The hole's not very big, it's about 4 foot-ish in diameter. And it's like the sort of puncture you would get if you just took like a sheet of metal and just punched through it. All the metal's like bending inwards and stuff with sharp bits around the edge. If you look down the hole, it seems rather deep. What's the torch's range?
Let's look again.
Oh, so Connor, do you have dark vision?
Oh yeah, no, I do. Oh yeah, I think I do actually.
A total of 40 feet, 20 feet.
Features.
20 feet normal.
Oh yeah, no, I can see in darkness up to 60 feet. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
The torch is. Yeah, you see the floor of this room. It's like pretty dimly lit, giving you a sense that it's rather deep down. You wouldn't want to fall down there. And that's what I can give you for free.
Okay. Well, can I try and have a look around with what I can see?
Like you're still above the hole. Yeah, sure. General, like
if I go and like peek, just
like down the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to stick your head down, it's kind of hard because you can't really grab the edge of the hole as it's sharp. So what are you gonna hold on to?
I'm gonna say to it, hey, you. Can you just hold me and make sure I don't fall over the edge? I'm just going to have a little peek in.
Of course, I could probably lift you over, to be honest. Yeah.
Right. You see that I can see in the dark, so pretty much. So I just have a look.
Yeah, I just oblige and do as he says.
Okay. What's the range on your dark vision, by the way? Just like
60 feet.
Okay. You look into this room, and you can't quite actually, can you quite see? You can quite see to the other side. It's a large room, and it just sort of seems like a box. You don't see any, like, furniture or anything in this. It's not decorated at all. The walls and such are, like, carved, in a way. There are, like, rather rigid shapes carved into them, like just a rough pattern. And there are, like, borders on the sides of the walls with indents. But it's all the same colour. It's all this dull bronze. On one side of the room, I'll refer to this as the southern side, there is what appears to be a very tall, large doorway, sort of, spanning almost the entire size of this wall. And then on the other side, you see a more human-sized doorway, like a 6-ish, 7-ish feet tall. There's no door. It's just sort of
Like an open doorway.
yeah. You can't see much further down it. That's what I can give you.
Okay. Well, okay. So there's on let's say the southern side, I can see a very tall, what seems to be a doorway. It expands quite wide, and on le nord, il y a an human doorway. I'd say like similar to what you'd be able to fit through, but yeah.
I see.
I can't see much else. It seems quite dull. It might be a little like entrance room. I don't know.
You reckon this rope would reach down to the bottom?
Yes, I think so.
Would it? How long? I'll just.
It's 50 foot, I presume, right?
It's the one that was there. So.
Oh, you're just using the one
Yeah.
that's... Okay, sorry, I thought you meant you had one
Well,
already.
I mean-
Yeah, it's just a 50 foot coil, so yes, it does. What are you gonna, like, fasten it to?
That's alright.
There's still like a sizable length that you can still fasten. Yeah, less than half is remaining. It's a pretty deep drop.
Oh wait, so you've used some of it already? Sorry, what?
No. So you're putting it down the hole, right?
Yeah.
The remaining length that you have left that's not in the hole is less than half.
Okay, so it's reached the bottom. At
Yeah,
this
yeah.
point. Okay.
So it's above. It's over like 30 foot in height. It's pretty
Yeah,
deep.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
We need to find something to attach this to, so when we upsail, it won't go anywhere. Unfortunately, I
that is a good point.
perhaps the miners might have some. I mean, I don't have any myself. I don't tend to do this sort of thing regularly, but I imagine they would be.
We might have something we could borrow like a pick or something, put it in the ground to fasten it to. Yeah.
I mean, there is a pickaxe on the floor, but I don't think that'd be an excellent job of holding this rope in place.
No, I think we might have to ask them for a little help,
Agreed.
and then we just come back and have a look.
I'm gonna head out. Come on, let's go find them.
Okay.
Yes, we.
It's like a few minutes traversal again. Back out. It takes a bit longer this time actually, because of the noticeable steepness, especially more so going uphill with working against gravity. But you reach the top outside the mouth, and you see them all just sitting around the fire, just chatting and laughing away.
Oh,
I think
so
once
they're all
again-
congregated. Let's go talk.
Yeah, I'll just go up to this. I have greetings, you fellows again. Listen, we need some kind of way to attach this rope to the rocky surface so that we may abseil down this hole. Yeah, do you have any we could borrow?
I could sell you some, says one of the dwarfs.
How much?
How much are we talking?
How many are you looking for? These are pretty rare to come by if you're not a miner. Don't know where to get them.
I don't know where to get them, besides you. But I don't reckon a piece of metal shaped like this is worth an awful lot, especially the...
Oh, I could do like 3 silver for like 5. That sounds like a good offer to me.
How
I
about-
think we just need a couple, to be honest.
2?
Yeah, do.
1 silver and 10 copper pieces. No, 5 copper pieces. I'm generous.
Yeah.
You are generous?
This beer?
Are you sure about this? It
I'm certain.
it seems rather expensive for a measly piece of metal.
What would you offer then? Hello?
3 copper.
Right, that's... Okay. Roll, persuasion.
Hmm. 14.
Okay. Right, you've seen through it. I don't plummet that low, though. We need these right now.
Well, we'll give them back if you so wish. I didn't even want to purchase one in the first place.
No, they go blunt. 5 copper. That's right, I need a drink in a sec.
I suppose that will suffice.
Okay. Yeah, he's got the pitons in one hand, his fist still clenched around them, and has an open palm in the other.
Yeah.
I'll give him.
No, I've got it. Don't worry.
Okay.
Sounds
and
loaded.
yeah, he releases his grasp on the pitons, and you see there's just 2 on his palm.
It doesn't automatically. Fuck. Gotta remove 1 gold,
Oh, convert it all to change.
and then yeah. Wait, so that's
Righty-ho. What do you guys like to do?
Okay, so now we've got
paid
those.
for a piton, so I intend to use it. I'm gonna head
Yeah.
back down towards where we were before.
Okay. Yeah, you just walk back. Same odd. Get to the hole. What would you like to do?
Find a place to
Gonna use the pickaxe that's there as a hammer to try and hammer it into somewhere.
Okay.
Like that within however many feet it was we had left. So like, was it 20 feet we
yeah.
had?
So it's
Yeah,
within
you'll be
range.
fine. So there's like, you can either do it to just above the hole, in the ceiling. That's rock. You feel the like brassy surface is pretty tough. You wouldn't be able to do it into that unless you got really lucky. There's the stone floor that's like to the side of it. You could probably do it into that. Or the
Yeah, I
walls.
reckon that'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
so-
just do it into the stone floor. Probably do it into that.
Okay. Roll. Actually, no. You can hit the piton in fine, but for the rope, roll a survival check for the knot.
Sure.
Connor, if you want, you can give him advantage.
Yeah, I'll give him advantage.
Yeah, I might need that advantage. Alright. Oh! Oh wait, that's the wrong. I rolled the wrong, but I still rolled a. Okay. I basically
sorry.
rolled a 2 and a 0.
Okay. The 2's fine.
The 0.
You feel like it's pretty. This feels fine. You
This
can
is-
climb it.
This is nice and sturdy. It's probably the best fit and I've ever hammered into anywhere, and this rope is completely, really well tied. I've never
Well,
had
I
more
should take your word
confidence.
for it.
I've never had more confidence in my rope tying abilities until today.
That's the spirit. Come on.
Right, I'm so confident I'm gonna go down first. Yeah, I'm gonna try to climb down this rope, so I'll have sail.
Okay. Yeah. You don't really need to roll any checks for that. It's just a rope. You just climb down. It's fine. Yeah. You get to the bottom. It's all good. There's nothing really wrong. You mentioned abseiling. There aren't noticeably the
Any
wall.
walls. Okay.
There is a wall, but it's like if you stretched your feet like you're abseiling, you wouldn't really, because you'd sort of be swinging into it, so it'd be kind of,
Yeah.
It's not close enough to it.
Yeah. Plus, you don't want to sever the rope on the sharp edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you get to the
you've got
bottom.
content with that.
Nothing wrong.
See?
Is you alive?
I'm
cool
perfectly
down.
fine down here, although I cannot see much.
I will join you. Well, I'm gonna just clamber down as well.
How about you throw down that torch first? Actually, I can just catch it.
Yeah, try and catch that, I guess.
Roll, roll like a dexterity Sam for just catching it.
Sure.
Or Connor can roll, either if you choose. Connor to throw, Sam to catch.
I rolled a 19.
Okay, that's fine.
Dex this way.
Yeah. No, Connor, don't worry. Sam rolled. It's good. Yeah, you just catch it. You manage to grab it without touching the hot end. Still good. Connor, you're still at the top above the hole. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I just want. I want to go down, join him.
You just want to climb down? Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
You get on this rope and you wiggle your way down, and then you get about 3 foot off the ground, and you feel the rope sort of loosen. 3 foot's not very high up, but you're a gnome, and then suddenly you see the rope sort of coil down towards you, and tumble and tumble, and you feel yourself falling, and then you hit the floor, and the rest of the rope just coils down.
Cut out for that bit.
Oh, it's my bad. You see the rope. You see the rope above you start to like coil up. It's not stretched out anymore, and then you fall down 3 foot, and then the rope just like plummets on top of you. You don't take any damage because you're sturdy to climb, but your way out's
It's blocked.
Oh, it's not blocked. It's just you can't jump up however many feet.
Well, this is an issue. I really thought my
perhaps-
rope tying skills were a bit higher. Expecting that. Perhaps it was the pit and failed us. Anyway.
Yes, perhaps we should shoddy workmanship.
Passively for free, you can both notice that the rope came down with the no pitten at the end of it.
I'm just gonna ignore that fact. Clearly, it wasn't my rope tying skills.
No.
Well, they had to have been announced
I guess
some other way.
the only way is onwards.
I imagine there's some kind of exit to this place.
Oui.
Otherwise, how would you get in and out of this?
Exactly.
So I'm just gonna look around and see what I can see around here.
Yeah.
So you can see what Connor saw before, where there's the large wall with the door that's shut, and then there's the entryway that's appears to be cleared. The rest of this room pretty empty. It's just like it's weird. It's like just a big cube, desolate cube. Nothing in it, no furniture. You see, there's some dirt from where you've come because from the ceiling of where they've cut through, but that's like the only notable thing here.
So how many ways in and out of here are there? Like, not excluding the way
Hole.
we came in.
Okay, you see the massive door, which is shut, and the like the normal human-sized entryway, which is
that like next to it, or
that's on the opposite side. That's on the northern side in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I see like anything down if I approached either of the what's it called?
Doors.
Either of the corridors, yeah.
There's only one corridor. The door is like right on the wall that you're looking at.
Oh, okay.
If you're gonna look down the corridor, how close do you want to get before like looking down it? And are you looking with the torch or with night vision?
Night vision, dark vision. Like as close as possible, like within like say about 10 feet.
Okay. Yeah. As you approach, you notice that this hallway's like not really a hallway. It's only 5 foot. It's sort of just like the walls are very like thick for that part. And then in the other room, it appears to be very similar to the current room you're in, except the ceiling is a lot shallower than this room. It's much less cube-like and more rectangular, oblong-y.
Yeah.
In the middle of this room, there's a small cylinder which stretches about 2 meters, like 6-ish foot, 7 foot maybe. Just right in the center. It's about 5 foot diameter.
Huh.
Is this through the big door?
This is through the small like hallway part. The big door hasn't been attempted to be opened yet.
Okay. This is on the
Okay, so
this is on the northern side. Yeah, he's not gone through yet. He's just looking in, from what you can see.
yeah. I'm gonna call over to Yun. Hey, there might be something interesting over here. Have a look.
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna head over there and walk through, look through. I'm gonna walk into to the corridor to this lecture room.
Have you entered the room?
I'm going to, yeah.
Okay.
I might enter the room.
I'm assuming, you're gonna follow me. Otherwise, I'd turn back and grab the torch.
As you both step in, you get a better look at this cylinder in the middle, and the cylinder's got like these nice ornate sort of designs, similar to the rest of the building with the jagged shapes at the base and like near the top bit. And then, as you both enter this room, you hear a sudden like clunk, and then a as if something's just turned on as you've entered. And then you hear a slight screeching, like a and then the cylinder, the faces of it, like you notice a hole sort of emerging as the faces sort of slide around, opening it up. And inside you see a humanoid-looking figure.
In the cylinder.
Yes, inside the cylinder. They're about 6 foot tall.
Is it like a kind of glass cabinet cylinder?
Yeah, kind of. You know, like if you had a cylinder and then it like it sort of that's not facing the camera. Like
Yeah.
that sort of thing. So there's like a half cylinder opened now.
Okay, yeah.
And the figure inside that you see, they don't look to be of any race you've seen before. They appear, in fact, to be a construct of sorts, made of a similar material to what you've seen on the walls. You notice they've got a spear on their back they aren't wielding. They have both of their arms down by their sides and their legs. And then you hear another similar sound to the cylinder, where you hear something else whir to life, and it appears to be coming from the construct.
I'm gonna draw my great sword.
You see the construct start to move. It doesn't move its head, or its arms, or its torso, it remains completely still. Except its legs bend, so it just steps down out of the cylinder, and goes back to its idle position. And then it reaches over its back, draws its spear, and I want you to roll initiative.
Oh, no.
Huzzah. Fight time. Alright, I got 12.
Nice. 15.
So hopefully I get better than I did some of my rolls. I had some really bad rolls and some really good rolls. There's no in-betweens. I have a lot of tabs. Okay, sorry, I need to clear this out. Okay, so, let's see. I need to add your characters to this. Save. Alrighty ho. Right, that's done. Sorry about this. What did you both roll?
12.
15.
Okay. This thing goes first, and you see it get its spear and pull it back over its head. And Ian, I'm presuming you're closest to it.
Yeah, I'm in front.
Yeah, it's going to bring this down on you and swing it pretty quickly in a fairly robust movement. I have a lot of photos open. There's the right one. That's what I'm looking for. Does a 12 hit your armor? No, 13.
No, it doesn't.
Yep. Okay. After that, with its other hand, it's then going to try and strike you right across, and does a. I just got rid of the dice. Whoops. 9 hit your armor class.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, right. That's thing's turn. So, Connor, Olog, your turn.
Yep. Okay. How far away is this thing from me?
You said you're at the like by the doorway, right? You just stepped in, and then Yun's probably moved a bit in front of you. So I would say, not actually that far. It's only about 10-ish foot.
10-ish foot of it.
Mm-hmm. So it's like
Okay.
you, Yun, thingy, cylinder, and you're all sort of like
okay, cool.
5-ish foot, kind of.
Okay. Ooh. Wait, I'm just thinking what I should do. Sorry. I'm
Don't
just.
worry. First time playing a caster.
Yeah, no, literally, I'm just thinking. Oh, there is one thing I should. Wait, so you said it's what, about like 10 foot or something?
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Okay. Oh, I don't know if I want to try that. Yeah, no, I'm gonna run up to it, and I want to touch it, and I'm gonna use the shocking grasp cantrip on it.
Okay. So what does it have to roll? So is that how it works?
So basically, lightning springs from my hand to deliver a shock to the creature I try to touch. Make a melee spell attack against the target.
Oh, nice.
I have an advantage on the attack if the target is wearing armor made of metal.
Oh, nice. Yes, you will get advantage on this.
Wait, oh.
Because
Wait,
it's
sorry,
made. It's
just-
sorry.
Oh. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, sorry. Wi-Fi going funky.
Yeah, you get advantage because it's made of metal.
Yeah, okay, cool. Nice. Yeah, and then on a hit it takes 1d8 lightning. And it can't take reactions until the start of its next turn.
Yep.
So, advantage. Let's go. Come on. 18.
That does hit.
Yay.
So 1d8 damage.
Yeah, 1d8. And lightning. That's a 3! Nice.
Yeah, you shock this thing. It's stunned almost by this attack.
Yeah.
Its reaction seems to be just like lost a bit, but it's still standing all right.
It's still standing around.
Just like you did a fair amount. Right. Anything else?
No.
Right.
That's good.
Yun, it's your turn.
I'm going to swing my greatsword at this thing with vigor. So that is an abhorrent roll of 9 to hit.
Does not hit, unfortunately.
Ah.
Yeah, you swing and you miss. You just like strike the ground next to this thing. It just doesn't seem to react about your blade just missing past its face.
Okay.
Anything else with bonus action?
Unfortunately not.
Okay. Right, back to this thing. It raises its spear above its head yet again, but this time it raises it straight above rather than diagonally, and it just brings it like right down. A 10.
No.
The spear just comes striking down, and it just sort of chinks off your helmet and just like pings to a side.
Yeah.
And then this construct, with its other hand yet again, is going to try and stab, jab you with its hand right in your chest area.
Yeah. You find that if it's got me here, I'll try and laugh at it.
A 12.
No.
Yeah, it does the same thing again, but as it like punches you, its hand just like bounces off the armor yet again. Connor, your turn again.
Oh, right. If it's still standing in front of me, I'm gonna go try and like run to the side of it and zap it again.
Sure, you get advantage again.
With shocking grasp. Yeah.
Yep.
Because that's a cantrip, so I can just do advantage. Nice. There we go. Oh, that's a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, that's nice.
Bully beatdown moment.
Yeah. Oh, and then that's 7 lightning.
Oh, that's a lot. Yeah,
That's nice.
this thing actually reacts to that fairly heftily, and you feel that's wrong. Whoops. There you go. And you feel like you've taken off like a large chunk of its I don't know, something. It seems pretty damaged. You notice like now, before it was like pretty composed. It was like almost not moving, completely still. Between now, it's like kind of rattling a bit, and you can hear like noticeable like screeching and chugging from inside it. Yep, your turn.
I think it might be weak.
Time to perish, puny machine. I'm gonna swing my greatsword once again at this wrestling machine. That's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Right. 8 damage.
How do you want to kill it?
Nice.
I'm going to chop it in half with my sword.
You don't quite manage to completely do a clean cut right through the metal.
Yeah.
However, you just knock its head right off, and then it just like slams to the ground and then collapses. and you see like its arms and stuff, and like all its armored parts just sort of slowly fall off until it's completely almost dismantled.
Saltem te tentavisti.
That's the end of combat.
Nice.
What would you like to do? Actually, I
Alright.
can give you something, because now that you're in this room and you see the cylinder, past the cylinder, roughly the same distance of which you've come into this room, there's another door. Similar to that past door that you saw that was the big door, this one's a much smaller version of it.
Okay.
It's only about 15 foot wide.
Okay, so it's still pretty big, but
Yeah, but significantly smaller than the other version.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, are these like double doors or?
Yes, double doors.
Okay. Yeah. I head up to one and just kind of open it and look through. Presumably the torch is kind of behind me.
Right, can you roll strength to try and like push this open? These are pretty stiff doors, you notice, when you're trying to like push against them.
It's a strength check.
Yeah.
I could be behind him if he wants a little bit of advantage. I don't know.
Yeah,
his
you
strength.
can push as well if you want. You can both. Yeah, you just both roll separately if you want. Connie, you roll one, Sam, you roll the other. Roll for each door.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright, sure.
Okay.
Connie, you roll for the other door.
I got 7.
Okay. Yeah, you push and then you hear like a as it like sort of scrapes across the ground a bit. And together you form like a noticeable crack in the middle, from where they've been pushed, but they're still
Can't
kind
go
of.
through it all.
You can. Yeah, not you can't get through the crack. You can see through it though, right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
These
do.
are-
So there's a crack there. Should we? Can we squeeze past?
we could try, open it further.
Guess
Is it right if we just roll and
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let me try open it again. 15, that's a bit better.
Yep. This time you notice as you push against it, like if you're pushing both, they sort of like overcome that like streaky part of the door where they were getting caught, and they just sort of swing open now as you push. And
better.
yeah, they open up into this other room. This room is wider than the first room you entered, and only slightly taller than the one you were just in. So not as tall as the first one. It's again another like rectangular sort of shape.
Yeah.
In front of you, there is in the middle of the room, there's a large tool, what looks to be a brass structure from first glance. This isn't as like ornately carved as the others, and then it goes to the side and then just at a right angle back out, like a U shape facing towards you, but rectangular.
Okay.
On closer inspection, if you look at these appear to be like sort of books, but not books in a sense. They're like tablets, like slotted in very neatly. They don't have handles to pull them out with, and they're all very lined up. On the spines, there's some scrawlings on them, the language of which none of you recognize. You don't recognize the character set of it either.
Huh.
Sorry, and I was just going to say the room continues around the side bits of the U. It's just all that you can see from now is like into the U, and then it paths out.
Okay.
Yeah.
You recognize this language?
Do not, unfortunately, no. It is in a dialect
do
I
I.
cannot comprehend.
Perhaps some kind of ancient script?
That
Can't say I've ever seen it before.
is what I was starting to comprehend. We.
Any way through this bit? Like a door?
You know that it
sorry?
like it goes like around the side. Do you want me to? I can send you what I've got so far.
Yeah,
If you'd like.
are they kind of like bookshelves, but they just...
Yeah. It's a weird shaped one because it wraps around. I just need to crop something off quick.
Wait, I'll hit. I'm gonna.
Can I go up to like one of the tablets
Yeah, sure.
and try and open it up? Oh, actually, what I might want to do. Yeah, if can I try and pick up one of the relics and like try and discern like what is history or something like that?
What, through like an Arcana check or a history check? You can. Yeah, roll. If you're trying to discern like how old it is or something, then do history. If you're trying to.
Sorry, right, that just kind of cut out again.
Oh, don't worry. If you're trying to discern how old it
you know,
is,
if I,
or
yeah, how old
Okay.
they are. Kind of thing.
yeah, roll like a history check for me.
Yeah, just a history on it. There we go. Oh, +5 to that. Let's go. Yeah, 23.
Oh, damn. Right. From the scripture, like the way that it's written and engraved in, like you can sort of tell the tools that we used, and the fact that these are so hidden, and there's like layers of dust. You can tell these are probably older than your settlement itself. The exact era you're not sure, but
Yeah.
you believe these could be well over 1,000 years old.
Yeah. Huh. I think these tablets are quite ancient, as you said. Yes, they seem older plus the 1,000 years.
Wow, that's quite a long time.
Yes, that would precede my sentiment itself, but I don't know what it means.
I understand. Hey, listen.
Can I try and check
Yeah.
to see if any of them have like any arcane properties or anything?
Yeah, roll an Arcana check for me if you're just looking to see.
Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah. No, sorry. Arcana check. There we go. That's another 23.
As you get closer to these, you like sort of decide to take one out. And as you grab on it and start pulling it, you notice that the words inscribed in the spine, and then you see more words along the side of the tablet as it sort of slides out. They start to glow up like a nice yellowy glow as you hold it, almost to like make it easier to read or something. That's about the only arcane property you can tell from
Oh,
it.
okay.
You also notice it's pretty heavy when you hold it out. It's like a solid chunk of metal.
Huh, these are proper heavy. But can you see this into the illumination? I do not think they this little light that comes off it,
Oh,
the little glow.
I see. Yes.
I don't think they have any magical properties, but
Really don't
Maybe.
think that's a magical property. Seems pretty magical to me. Where's the light coming from?
well, I mean, I don't think it's much of a big deal. I mean, quite simple magic, really.
No, but it is magical.
Well, yes, I guess that is true. That is true, but
Anyway,
I think
listen,
there
I
might
was
more
going
be
to ask,
perhaps spell books or
do
something.
you actually know what we're kind of looking for here in terms of visually?
No, you see, I'm not gonna try and think back and see if they the guy might have mentioned
Yeah, roll another history check for me.
another history. Ooh, 19.
Okay. What would you know? You don't know the exact source. He never mentioned what it was inside. However, you remember him saying that one of the people there was sort of arcane, like kind of an amateurish wizard. They felt that they got some sort of magic emanating off the place. They weren't sure where from, but they said it was like deeper in, like a lot deeper in from where they'd burrowed was the main source of it. as for like what you were told to look for by them, they like said they don't really know. They just seen like the surface bit.
Okay, so I think hacking my brains, we can. There was you see a sorry, there was a an artificer, so not artificer, you know what I mean, wizard thing. He was checking in on this cave with them, and he seemed to sense that magic was emanating from like the deep, probably further down from the surface, not the surface level. But I think it would become apparent at what we are looking for.
Okay. Well, hopefully with your arcane ability and prowess, I presume you'll be able to identify what's maybe the source.
Yeah. So I don't think there's one specific item per se, but I think I will sense the what makes this place so intriguing when we get there.
I pray that you do.
I think so.
Alright, I'm gonna suggest that we go to the left. The 50-50 probably ends up in the same place anyway.
Probably runs parallel, yeah. Go.
Right. So as you go, which way are you going, left or right?
Left.
Let's go left.
As you go around, you see that this large, I'll just call it a bookcase for now, tablet storage stretches all the way around, and then you come off to another section to see that the room appears to be symmetrical with another U shape, meaning that the full shelf storage forms about an H shape looking overhead.
Oh, okay, yeah.
On this side, however, there is a similar door to the one that you entered. However, in the middle of this door, intersecting where there would be the normal crevice down the middle, there is a square panel in the middle. Can you just give me 1 sec to double check?
Yeah.
Just want to make sure I describe everything correctly. There is a small, rectangular panel. Not rectangular, square panel. And it appears to be split into a 3x3 formation. Almost like a noughts and crosses grid. The inlet panels on the door appear to be made of a yellowish glass-like substance more than a metal. And each one is identical to the other. They're like it's like a dull yellow. It's not like a too glowy or anything.
Any idea what this is?
No, I don't know. I'm gonna walk up to it and try and inspect it.
Okay. What are you trying to inspect for?
I know. Just try and. Yeah, I'll maybe try and see if it's like arcane again, because I guess I'm looking for magic or some.
Okay. How are you doing this?
Gonna walk up to the panels and just try and. I don't know. Just try and see if I can sense anything coming off them. It kind of seems a bit weird, but.
Okay. I guess if you're just trying to sense it from like looking at it, this does look familiar. Without rolling, you can sort of tell that the glass panels, they're of an origin. They're like the crystal ball's distant cousin. Like you think you've seen them before, used in some sort of magical contraption or doohickey.
Oh, okay. So I have a feeling that this is related to some sort of magical, magic in some way, but I can't quite place my finger on it.
Let's have a go then. I'll look into one of the yellow panels.
Okay.
Just look through, see if I can see something on the other side.
As you look at it, It's not completely transparent. It's not like you can see the other side. It's like a foggy glass sort of thing.
Yeah, it's like translucent.
Yeah. So looking at it, it's just like a yellow solid panel almost. It's just the surface has like a glassy sort of reflection texture.
Okay. And this is like between these two doors.
Yeah. So it's like the door's got a crack, and then there's just a panel on top of the crack.
Oh, okay.
With
Just
this-
on top.
Yep.
Does it appear to be locking, like sealing the door?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe it'll have something to do with these random sort of tomes and random what are they called, fucking stone slabs that have inscriptions on them around the these shelves.
They might be related to that. If it's blocking the way, do you think we should try and use one of these tablets on them?
Yeah, just hold it up to it or something. I mean, the one you had before glowed, didn't it?
It probably.
Magical
That
power might help.
It could do some good. Yes, I think we should. I'll just go back and go grab one.
I mean, just find the closest of like two and just pick them up and bring them over.
Okay. One that you hold in your right hand. This is different from the one that you've seen Olog pick up and the one in your left hand. Rather than this one having text over it, it has a diagram. The inscribed diagram appears to have a similar 9x9 grid, 3x3 grid, on the right hand side, and then it has a hand pointing like this, so sort of pointing gesture.
Yeah.
It's the same sort of hand that you saw on that construct back in the other room. And it's pointing towards a square above it. So there's a hand with the hand pointing to a square on the left side, and then the 9x9 grid on the right side of the diagram.
Okay.
And it's only on one side of the slate, the other side is just blank.
Well, maybe we should fetch this this construct's hand. It may be useful to open this door. This
What do you reckon?
The diagram appears to show. Yeah, well, I have no other greater idea of how this might work.
It does seem a rather peculiar riddle, I must say myself.
I'm gonna head back and try and grab the hand from the construct we killed.
Okay. As it had fallen apart, the hand itself is just dislocated, like completely disconnected from the rest of the arm. It's just like the wrist and the hand, so you can just pick it up pretty easily. It's a bit heavy, and you take it back to the door.
I guess I'll like put his index finger sort of like out, so it's pointing, and just like press it against each square until something happens, maybe.
Okay. When you press it against the first square, when it comes into contact, a ripple effect emanates from where it was touched, and in the center of the panel, of just that panel that you touched, is a singular dot, a singular yellow dot.
Okay. Is that it? Just the yellow dot appears in the...
Yep, that's all that happens.
Can I move it to another one and try again?
Yep. When you press on the next panel, it does another singular yellow dot appears. However, when this happens, both of the panels with the yellow dots on them turn to a red color.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright. I think I know what this is. I'm gonna try... look for more tones that have anything to do with these, like square... that have like a square panel on them, basically. Like the square panels.
Okay. Right. I guess roll a investigation.
12.
Okay. You find a similar one to the first one with the hand eventually after just... Are you slotting them back in, or are you just pulling them out, and then if they don't have it, putting it on the floor, leaving it?
Kind of trying to do this quickly, so
Okay.
put it on the floor.
Yeah, you eventually come across one with a similar drawing of the 9x9, 3x3 grid. This time it's centered, and on the grid, on each square, on the top left square, there's a 1 dot, and in the second one there's 2 dots, and then there's 3 dots, 4 dots, 5 dots, 6 dots, 7 dots, 8 dots, and then 9 dots on the last one. That's all the diagram shows.
Well, okay. I don't really understand what the diagram looks like.
Okay, so it's a 9x9, like 3x3 grid of
Yeah.
squares. In the top left square,
Yep.
the square just has a single dot in the middle, like a dice dot. The second square has 2
Oh,
dots.
So along to the right.
Like 2 dice dots.
Yeah, to the right,
Okay.
and then 3 dots. And then when you get to the next
Right.
row, you start again, and it's got 4 dots. And then that
Okay,
one's got.
cool. Yeah, I get it. Try press the finger once on the first one, twice on the second one, etc. until it either works or doesn't.
So when you press it on the first square again, you're pressing it once on this, right?
Yeah.
It goes from having 1 dot and a red background to having 2 dots and then back to a yellow background. If you press it 2 times on the other one, it goes from having 1 dots to 2 dots. It goes red when there's the 2 dots, and it goes to 3 dots when you press it again, and they both go back to yellow.
When you say they both go back to yellow, does that mean like the dots are gone?
The background of the square. So just the dots are on top of the background color.
Yeah.
So the background color is a yellow, and then the dots are on top of that.
Okay. So we've currently got 2 and 3
Yes.
on the first one and 2. Okay. I guess I'll cycle through the first one until it goes back to 1,
Okay.
and then the second one until it goes to 2.
Yeah. It goes up to 9, and it resets to the beginning. Oh no, when it goes to 9, when you press it again, it goes back to a 1,
Yeah, I figured.
and then.
Then the same with the next one.
Okay.
I just touched it.
So you want it to have the same as what was in the diagram.
Yeah.
Okay. When you do that, as you're cycling, whenever you cycle one of the other ones, and it matches, so like when you're cycling the first one to the second one, and they're both 1s, it goes red, and when it goes to 2, it's fine. And on the next one, when it's 2 1s, the 2 1s go red, and then you make it a 2, but the 2 goes red as well.
Okay.
And you make
so
it go
if
to
actually
3.
They go red. Alright.
So if there's a duplicate of it, it will go red.
Yeah, figured. I'll just keep going through until
yeah.
I've got the right.
You copy the diagram, so there's one of each dot type. However, nothing happens.
Well, I'm kind of out of ideas.
Just double check.
Should I try and tear this stupid lock off this door because I don't like this puzzle?
I mean, roll strength if you'd like.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'll do it myself.
15.
not gonna
No,
budge.
it's not enough. Also, actually, I will say, as you have this combination, the diagonal row, in the middle, where it's got the 1 dot, and then the 5 dot, and then the 9 dot, that row, the background of it changes to green, instead of the yellow.
Okay, so that appears to be correct.
And then let me also just double check something else with the, yeah, but sorry, both of the diagonal rows are green now. But the, ones
Okay.
are yellow.
Hold on, so 33, and then. Oh, okay.
If
So-
you want to, like, type it in the chat, you can do it, like, where you have, like, you know, 1
I
space,
think
2 space, and then on the next line.
Yeah.
Maybe they have to add up to 15, like across. So, no, because then that would already work, wouldn't it? Like the 2v2 and 8. Yeah.
Wait, you're saying 1, 3,
Oh,
9 are green?
The 139 are
No, one-
green, and then
Yeah.
the 3... wait,
5, 7.
no, sorry. The 159 are green,
9.
Oh, 1, 5,
and then the 357 are green.
I was gonna say like maybe it has to be 15 in each direction, like going through the center, but that wouldn't make sense because
No, all of the old ones.
because the
All of the
258
old
would go
ones
like
are
yeah,
green.
maybe it has to be odd.
Oh wait, sorry, I just need to double check.
Maybe you just use 2 fingers on the hand at once instead of double tapping one.
I mean, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Sure, I'll give that a go. See what happens to the. I'll do it to the second one with 2 dots.
How does stump players in D&D give them a reception level puzzle?
What are you changing the 2 dots to?
Well, I'm gonna tap it once, but with 2 fingers out instead of just one. Just so it's a suggestion.
Okay. You see it cycle to 3 dots, and the other 3.1 goes red as well. They both go red.
Okay. So they're all really different. Okay. Well, what else do we have? We've got 2, 4, 6, and 8, which aren't bright. So, I'll swap the 2 and 4. So I'll make the 2 a 4, and I'll make the 4 a 2.
Okay. So the 2 is a 4 and the 4 is a 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So in terms of changes in rows, sorry.
Is this fucking Sudoku or some shit? I don't know.
Maybe.
I can't remember. You gotta have.
No, they don't. They both stay yellow.
Alright.
Yeah. Also, if you want to type your attempts in the in like general or something, with just like the number space,
Oh,
the next number, it just makes it easier.
Yeah, just so I remember which ones.
I just paper and pencil, to be honest.
There's only like over 8,000 combinations that you can do.
Well, it's not gonna be that bad because it's
It's like that.
there's only 4 numbers we can use.
Oh yeah, like that.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Or is it rotated?
Oh wait, did I? Oh, have I just done that complete? Sorry, I might have mucked up something. I'm really annoyed.
That's right.
Sorry, that's my bad. The first diagonal, the 1, the 5. Wait, have I done it wrong twice?
I'm really confused.
I'm stunting myself with this puzzle. No, that is right. Okay, sorry, I just did something completely wrong. No, you have, 2 diagonals, the 1, 5, 9,
3, 5,
and then
7.
3, 5, 7. Those are green, and then the 4 remaining are not.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry. When you do this, you switched the 2 and the 4, didn't you?
Yeah.
In the default row, the middle row is green. I realised when you've got it in the default combination I typed out.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, no,
4, yeah, the 4, 5, and
Yeah.
6 are also green. So it's just the 2 and the 8 that aren't green.
I'll swap the 2 and the 8. Went
Okay.
from like that neutral.
Yeah. They remain yellow.
Okay.
So you have like an H shape of green, if that makes sense, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. You cycle through. Oh no, because you have duplicates. Wait, what the fuck is it then? Or wait, could it be like multiple things can be in the same? Okay, no. Well, I'm guessing it's because, like the horizontal lines, like the 1, 2, 3, and the 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3 is too low as an addition, and 7, 8, 9 is too high. So you'd have to. Because yeah, that wouldn't. Okay, that does make sense.
Mhm.
Yeah, 'cause that only adds up to 5 and no 6, and that adds up to 24. So the 4, 5, and 6 is good, which means it's supposed to add up to 15. So 15 in every direction. Okay.
That's 15. But then that's 50. Yeah, it should.
Oh my god, what the fuck is the fucking? What order do you do it though? I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. So just typing out which ones we've done. We've done. At the moment, right? It's like that. Is that what it's like at the moment? We just swapped
Yes.
the 2 in there. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Which direction was
Well-
the hand pointing in?
You can't have anything too high in the middle because like the middle's using everything. It
Uh,
was pointing to a square. It's like
Yeah, the hand was just pointing to a general
a
square.
random square.
Oh,
Basically,
okay.
we've just got to figure. There must be a way of like having this 3x3 so each like column, row, and diagonal add up to 15, I think, or like the same number, not necessarily 15. Wait, so that means we're gonna actually just find the
Yeah.
average. Hold on, so we can like figure out what the. Does that work? Finding the average of all those numbers.
What if we, or what if it's just not the right way around? What if it's rotated? 47258. Right, there we go. What about something like that? Where it's just
The 1, the 5, and the 9 are green.
okay. So we know 1,
Um,
5, and 9 is right.
Wait, I
Yeah,
just...
because it adds up to. I'm pretty sure it has to add up to 15 in every direction. Because that's like the average of the numbers gonna have to be 15 on each.
Actually,
5, sorry.
I did
there
7 on
are...
that twice.
Both of these 7s are red, yes.
Yeah, no, I did the 7s wrong.
Yeah, it's just gonna be that you have to have 15 in every direction. So you gotta figure out what number's best suited to be in the middle.
No, that's the. I couldn't do that right.
If 6 is in the middle.
There we go.
maybe. Hold on. You can have 4,
As in,
6,
it's like-
5, 9, 6.
The 7, the 5, the 3
usually
are green. The 1, the 5, the 9 are green.
you can't have more than 5 in the middle because then 9 would be too much. With, like, so maybe 4 can go in the
The
middle.
2, the 5, the 8 are green. Yeah, the 4, the 5, the 6 go green. But the 3, the 6, and the 9 then flash and go red. And then everything goes back to yellow.
That, I mean, the 3, 6, 9 adds up to more than 15.
Okay, so
Well, it's actually, wait, did you say the... yeah, wait, hold
So,
on.
so
wait,
everything does go green at some point as it's like
Oh,
going
okay.
through them. But then the 3, the 6, and the 9 flash and go red.
Oh, okay.
And then it resets to yellow.
Huh.
If it helps, the 1, the 4, the 7 would also flash and go red.
oh, swap them around the other way.
Yeah. That's what, the 6 and the 4? Or... Wait,
No, so you got 3.
no, I mean, that wouldn't work anyway.
So as in the rows are correct. It's a bit easier doing it this way than rather to, well, like that.
The 3, the 6, and the 9 go red.
Oh god.
The 1, the 4, and the 7 also go red. and then it goes back to yellow.
Okay, wait. So that's. Oh god, that's that way. What if I do?
I'm trying to think how you get if it's possible to get like every direction be 15 in a 3x3 square.
How do I return? Why is it not letting me return? Okay. Cool. Okay, so that's if I do it that way.
I think there has to be a 5 in the middle because
Yeah.
6 is too much. And 4, I don't know, maybe, but 5 seems pretty nice. I think it's just a way of doing this. So, hold on. It has to be 159 in some direction. Is whether that's diagonal or... I'll do it diagonal for now.
Yeah.
Let's try... So that one has to have some relatively high things with it. So we can have the 8. No, 8. I can't have it there either. 8 in the middle then. And then you'd have to have
I have a
6 there, but 6 is too high to go with the 9, so I have the 9. Oh fuck. Maybe 159 would be better suited to be on that. Is it 9? Yeah, because corners are pretty problematic. Because
What if it's-
you've got to have it with like 3 different things. So I'm gonna have the 9 just on a.
The 7, the 4, and the 1 go red.
Okay, so that's not working.
The 9, the 6, and the 3 go red.
Go red, but
The 7, the 8, and the 9 go red. The 1, the 2, and the 3 go red.
okay, right.
And then
Let's
it
get,
resets.
rid of that. Edit message. No. How do I? Can I just delete a message? There we go.
I should make a new channel for this. It's fine, it'll be fine.
Luke and Sasha are probably watching this. Like what?
The Matrix.
3. Oh, I got it. I think I got it. I'm not sure. I hope it doesn't matter which order, like which kind of orientation it is, but I mean, as long as like each opposite thing adds up to 10, it should be fine.
Yeah.
It all
like-
goes green. You hear a
Nice.
ka-chunk,
Right.
and the door opens.
Thank fucking god. I think I knew it was. I knew what it was for a while.
Yeah, it was the 15
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
It was 50. I thought it was a rotation of it, but
No, I
The orientation. Yeah, the orientation didn't matter. There were multiple combinations.
yeah.
Okay, so see what's on
Right,
the other side.
inside the next room is it is 25.
There's nothing in there. It's empty.
Yeah. No, it's 25 foot by 25 foot. And the ceiling's about the same size as the other one. And inside the middle is like a inset face that goes down a bit. It looks like a platform, and each corner of the platform are chains which go up into the ceiling through these like small holes. You can't see quite up all the way where they go. And to the left side of the lift is a lever, a large lever, made of the same brass material. What would you like to do?
So does this appear to be some kind of like? Wait, is this platform just being held by these chains?
It appears
I
so.
presume that's just a platform which just goes
so
down
it could-
into the depths of the thingy.
yeah, it doesn't look like it goes up, does it? Like,
No. The ceiling is like solid, other than the
Yeah,
holes the
okay.
chains go through.
Oh yeah, it would go down. Okay. Well, I imagine deeper will take us closer to the starter factory after.
Yes.
I believe this is
oui.
some kind of lift mechanism.
Je pense que c'est une lift. As you would call it. Let's stake it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, step on to the left, and if I can reach the lever from where
Yeah,
I am, I
you
will.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pull it. You hear a chunk, and then a whirring and like a grrrr as the chains start to slowly lower you, and you slightly get a bit faster, but not to a rapid pace, and you descend into the darkness. Actually, you've got a torch, but other than that.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm going to leave that.